Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. Today we're doing another episode of, whatever the hell this is. That's right. With that being said, I hope you're all doing well. For anyone watching the VOD, I may or may not include timestamps in the description, depending on whether or not we do some segments. So, yeah, that'll be the first thing I look at if you're watching the VOD. But yeah, anyways, with that being said, hello, Rose, and congratulations on being the first person in chat. Hope you're doing well today. Hello, Link of TW. Hope you're also doing well. If not, I'm gonna be, very sad. Early stream. We are doing an early stream. That's right. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna cover just yet. I think we're definitely gonna cover some Michael Nelson content, of course, because I mean, come on. All right, he's our newest addition to the Femyoz lolcow universe. Okay, first we had Trumpster Bob. Okay. Then we had Olive Oil Run. Then we had Brother Ray, or Brother Gay as we like to call him. Then we had Sabrina TW. And now we have Michael Nelson. All right? And I can already feel that this is going to be one of the more longer term Femyoz lolcows. Not just one that, we sort of laugh at from afar, but one that we get to, troll a little bit sometimes. Get to be, debating him, hopefully. Because he said that he wanted to debate me at some point. I'll see if I can set that up. Because I feel like that would be very good content. You know what I mean? Anyways. Hello, Peepee Girl 420. Very good to see you again. Hello, Missouri Railroad Productions. Hello, Tubian 233. Or sorry, 323. I'm dyslexic today. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing art fight right now. Well, that's fun. Hello, Auntie Smiley. Hello, Mommy Ramiro. Hello, Jesse Galatnus, saying Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to all of you as well. That's right. Hey, sorry I'm late. No worries, Kaden, and welcome back. Hello, Chaos Demon. Hope you're doing well. Saying hi. Sorry I haven't been able to make streams recently. No worries, and I haven't been able to do streams recently, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm always dyslexic. You know what? It just be like that sometimes. It be like that. Hello, Bowhouse. Hope you're doing well. And, yeah. It's good to see you all here. I think I'm gonna be doing some, just chatting for however many minutes, and then we're gonna cover Michael Nelson, okay? I'm very excited. Stupid question, but is the OnlyFans like a joke? Yes. Or do you actually make that type of content? No, at least not yet. Look, I made it as a joke, but I might actually go that route, because, all I'm gonna say is, money is good. You look cute. I mean, Indami and tough. True. Very true. I do look very strong and dominant, as per usual. I'm always EPTBH. Yeah, I get that. Greedios. Why, yeah. Creepy money equals money. Nah, there's some normal, decent individuals that, just have some extra money that they can throw at that. And I think that's cool. I think it's, I'm gonna be real, okay? Financially support, okay. I'm not saying that, oh, you're a bad person if you watch stuff from Pornhub, right? But you're less likely to be, I don't know, supporting something that involves abuse of sex workers if, I don't know, you're looking at their shit on OnlyFans or whatever, right? So, if you have that extra money, I don't see the issue. It depends on the person and why they're doing it. Hello, Cheetah Man, saying Happy Femme of July. And also, I think that if you're a content creator, it is a little bit different in that people want it to be you specifically. Anyways. What is it you say? A gigahun man motor? Yeah, but spelled differently. Motor, instead, man motor would be spelled with a D and not a T, right? Because the mode that they're in is man. Anyways. Hello, Blue told me you're live. Well, hello, hope you're doing well. When did you decide to transition? 2 years ago when I started HRT, I suppose. Hey, Femyoz, what are the requirements for being a mod? Asking because I've been following for at least 2 years. I wanted to be a mod for your channel. Are you... Okay, being 18 plus is one of the requirements for being a mod. Not because the content itself is 18 plus. If it ever is, I'll just, like, age restrict it or whatever. But... just because I think that adults tend to be better moderators on average. But yeah. Does that mean a manly woman? Nah, it's... Okay, it's usually... A hun is meant to describe a trans woman that doesn't pass. Like, at all. And then a gigahun is like a trans woman that really doesn't pass. And then a fridge brick gigahun man motor is like, you're cooked. I don't know. I sort of use that terminology ironically for the most part. Yeah, if you're 15, I'm not gonna make you mod. Anyways. Like Hulk Hogan? Yeah, basically. I don't know. I'm a gigahun man motor. You are not. You are not. Well, I certainly walked in at a weird time. I feel like at any point that you walk in, it's gonna be that. You know? Exactly correct. I look like Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Practically identical. How do I know that you're not just Hulk Hogan pretending to be somebody else? Anyways. If there's gender fluid, is there a gender solid? That's a good question. Or gender gas. Anyways. I decided to be a good person today. So I followed a girl home from work at night. She got so happy she started running. That's an incredible comment. That's great. Nobody talks about gender plasma. Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. Do gay people disappear when Pride ends? Yeah. Yeah, I'm like straight now. I'm like a straight cisgender woman. Anyways. She has a great smile. Well, thank you. Don't talk about Diddy, please. Chat, are we doing a Diddy stream? Chat, I think we should do a Diddy stream. Yes! Let's go! Diddy stream. Chat, who's ready for the Diddy party? Nah, you get the gender fluid by mixing liquid estrogen and testosterone. Oh, yeah. Yes, Diddy stream. Let's go! Let's fucking go! Yes. Yes, we're ready. Chat, who's ready for the freak off? Yes, everyone, get your baby oil, all right? We're about to oil up for the Diddy party, all right? We're doing a Diddy stream. Dude, what is this? What does this become? What does this channel become? All right, you know what? Double tap this smash like, okay? Smash like for Diddy stream, all right? We're oiling up today. That's right. All right, if you haven't smashed like yet, what are you doing? All right? We're currently streaming in front of 161 of our closest friends and family, but we only have 17 likes. Chat, can we fix that? Double tap the smash like. It's free. It's easy. There's no logical reason not to do it. It boosts me in the algorithm, puts a smile on my face when I see the number go up. I mean, we could at least get 100 likes. I'm just saying. But that's if all you get all double tap. That's right. But yeah. Anyways, chat, we're gonna be oiling up at 100 likes. That's right. I'm definitely not a scam, all right? I would never lie about such a thing. That would be crazy. Anyways, guys. Is it flat? What, the Earth? Yes, of course it is. Anyways, I didn't catch most of the previous conversation, but I'm with a trans woman who is literally 2 of me in terms of size. I'm a small guy and she's 6 feet tall. And I rightfully got the name Baymax. Honestly, 6 foot tall trans women are fucking hot. That's all I'm gonna say. Tall women are hot in general. So, yeah. Anyways. Yo, Diddy may be a piece of shit, but shout out to his lawyer. Dude is the real life Saul Goodman. True! Fucking true! Literally so true. Like, goddamn. That's, like, it is crazy work. I think tall women are hot, but I hate being tall. You hate being hot? Okay. Uh-huh. I see it. You hate being hot. Let's see. I'm 5'11" and super insecure about it, lol. Guys seemingly don't like tall girls. Well, they have bad taste then. Like, I'm sorry, but like, anyone who doesn't like tall women either isn't into women or they have shit taste, okay? I'm sorry, but like, tall women are hot. Specifically dominant tall women, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Yo, why is my earring? What the fuck? What is that shit? Oh, just like for a brief second there. That was weird as hell. Many such cases? Hell yeah. At 5'11", step on me, please. Hey, yo. I think tall women are hot, but that would be considered being a narcissist because I'm tall. Anyways, Femyoz. Yo, Kimmy, I see that. Yeah, putting it on screen before you return. Yeah. Message retracted, but we all saw it. We all saw it. You don't get to retract that. Yeah. Message retracted. Message retracted. Yup. Coward. Yes. Coward indeed. Kimmy C the coward. Dude, does the C in Kimberly C stand for coward? You can't tell me what to do, Mom. Yeah, I sure can. Yes, absolutely caught in 4K. Even though the stream is 1080p resolution, you were caught in 4K. Good afternoon, Femyoz. Hello, Stallion. Very good to see you again. Yes, say it with your heart, Kim. I couldn't possibly agree more. Anyways. Let's see. Femyoz. Yes, indeed. Indeed. You gotta go on the whatever podcast. Why? So that I can debate Andrew Wilson from The Crucible? I mean, I feel like there are people that are better at debating than me. Like, why not have Synth go on there? Or like, I don't know, Bunk. Or, I don't know, literally fucking anybody that actually does debate. And is, like, good at it. Or, Nominal Naomi. Or, literally, I don't know, anybody that's, like, good at debate, okay? No, Destiny, not Destiny. Because Destiny is, like, a sex pest degenerate freak. So, yeah. I'm gonna be real. Having Destiny defend a correct position is, not particularly useful anymore, regardless of how good his arguments are. Simply because he's, a bad person. And everybody knows he's a bad person. Hasanabi, no, Hassan is bad. Hassan is worse than me at debate. Hassan is not a good debater. Vosh is an excellent Vosh was an excellent debater, but, he sort of had, you know, some interesting images in his hard drive, to say the very least, of, lolicon and bestiality. Yeah. It was, yeah, that's why I stopped watching him. But anyways. I heard sex pest degenerate freak and it was immediately confirmed it was Destiny. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You just know. You just know. Because it is literally him. Literally him. Femyoz hitting the pose was cute, lol. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What did Destiny do? He sent people's nudes to other people without their consent. And then what do you know? they eventually got leaked. Because no shit, that's what fucking happens when you're a public figure and you send somebody else's nudes to 30 different people or whatever the fuck. Eventually, one of them is gonna leak it. He knows that that's the most likely outcome, or he doesn't consider it to be the case, right? Either way, he is fully responsible for it. Right? I refuse to believe that, like, yes, he only did it one time, this one time that he got caught, and it just so happened to be a really unlucky instance in which the person leaked it. I don't believe that for a second. Anyways. Wait, you mean leftists are closet sexual perverts? It has nothing to do with being a leftist. First of all, Destiny is not a leftist. He's a liberal. But I'm further left than Destiny by a lot. But I'm against that type of shit. You know, the whole sending people's nudes without their consent. I'm against shit like that. I don't know, it's crazy. Anyways. Leftist equals liberal? No? I think that there's an obvious distinction, right? I'm in favor of things like market socialism. Right, but there are normal leftists too, like Sam Cedar, that say things that are correct without being sex pest degenerate freaks like Destiny or Vosh. You know, I know it's crazy. Who would have guessed? There's also plenty of right-wingers and far-right people as well, and centrists that are sex pest degenerate freaks. Anyways. People like that genuinely scare me, as they should. Hey, Femi, guess what? I love you. Oh, I love you too, chat. Y'all are awesome. All right. Leftists and liberals are the same. I know, because I don't like both, and therefore they're part of the same monolith. Exactly. The conservative intelligentsia. True. True. Very true. Anyways. Aren't you that degenerate doxer? Yes, I'm the big scary doxer person. That, like, I use my I hacked into the mainframe to get everybody's information. Or some shit. Anyways. Whatever happened to Milo Yiannopoulos? I don't know. That guy should not be around any school zones. Alright? That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, that guy is a freak. What the hell is this on my For You page? No hate? I mean, I don't know. The YouTube algorithm works in mysterious ways. Let's see. Girl or boy? Girl. Why did you fiddle with your chromosomes? Wait, you can do that? I don't know why you would do that. But, I didn't even know that you could. Damn, you're cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Milo pretends to not be gay. Yeah, it's very strange. Very strange. But, anyways. Milo has been posturing as a born-again Christian while living with his quote-unquote ex-husband. Just roommates, apparently. Yes. Very believable that they would just be roommates. Alright? Very believable. Yes, fiddles your chromosomes very sexily. Very, very sexily. Of course, of course. Anyways. Chat. Do you guys want to... How many of you are familiar with somebody called Michael Nelson? It's a MAGA crossdresser who has, threatened to sue me because I, went as far as to make fun of him on the internet and criticize him for his wrong beliefs. Oh God, the horror! And, he, let's just say, he is consistently funny to laugh at. Consistently. Yes, he's a MAGA crossdresser who's anti-trans, anti-gay. But he's a MAGA crossdresser. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. Oh God, is this Leftist here but turbo gay? Who, me? Nah, I'd say I'm more akin to 2016 iDubbbz, but far left than gay. And trans. But also not a cuck. You know, I still have an edgy sense of humor. People think that those don't go together. Being a leftist and having an edgy sense of humor and making George Floyd jokes? What the heck? You can make edgy jokes about George Floyd and Islam while being a leftist? Holy shit! God damn, that's crazy! Oh my God! Who would have guessed? Prime Leafy is untouchable. Prime Leafy is what year exactly? Because all I'm gonna say is, that is not true. He was very touchable, okay? He got touched by iDubbbz, alright? 2016 iDubbbz diddled the fuck out of Leafy, alright? That's all I'm gonna say. Alright? iDubbbz sucks now. Not because he's, changed his politics. I think his politics have changed for the better. But, him as a person in terms of how he presents himself and whatnot, it's gotten a lot worse. But anyways. You make fun of Islam? Yeah. Yeah, I've made jokes about Islam. I make fun of Christianity. It's, one of the benefits of being me, okay? I can make fun of anything I want, alright? I fucking make fun of myself. I make fun of trans people. Alright? I make fun of everybody. Alright? Now, I'm not gonna say I make fun of everybody equally. For instance, I'm more likely to make fun of, say, for instance, conservatives disproportionately. But, that's just because, they're sort of delusional. Anyways. Why do you look better, WTF? Aw, thank you, Hyacinth. Maybe it's because... I don't know when the last time you saw my stream was. It could be the fact that I've been on HRT for a little over 2 years now. It could be the fact that I'm wearing mascara, which I learned how to do a few weeks ago. You've gotten better. Your skin has cleared up way more. Ooh, you must have been around from a long time ago then. Mascara P? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The I'm a femboy to oh, I'm a girl is so real. Hell yeah, it is. I'm banging Femi. Let's fucking go! Hell yeah. Anyways. You look adorbs. Thank you. Thank you. I'm her girlfriend and I've been banging her. You're so pretty, Femi. Aw, well, thank you. Yes, I'm actually transmaxing. Indeed. All right, as you should. Chat, we're currently streaming in front of 252 of our closest friends and family. We only have 50 likes, chat. I know for a fact we can fix that. Double tap the smash like right now. We could easily get 200 likes. Hell, we could at least get 100 likes. But that means I see you. Yes, you. You haven't double tapped your screen yet. What gives? I mean, it's free, it's easy, there's no logical reason not to do it, and it boosts me in the algorithm. Additionally, my Streamlabs link is in the pinned message. If anyone wants to donate, you could super chat. Those are very much appreciated as well. Though YouTube does take 30%, so just keep that in mind. A lot of people don't know. They get very upset when they find out that some of their money is going to Neil instead of me. So I always just put that out there. For the people that care. Whereas Streamlabs, I get all the money. And yeah, Streamlabs link in the pinned message, streamlabs.com/Femyoz. And you get all donations, very much appreciated, even if it's just $1. Anyways, with that being said, what everybody can do though is double tap the smash like. Now then, with that being said, are you guys ready to cover the MAGA cross-dresser guy? Do you guys want to watch me tear into this weird, transphobic MAGA crossdresser who has threatened to sue me before? Because I supposedly called him transgender? Which I didn't, but even if I did, I mean, fucking come on. You're gonna sue somebody over calling you transgender? Like, imagine you're a judge in court. Okay? And the case in front of you that you have to judge is whether or not somebody should have to pay damages for calling somebody fucking transgender. What happened to freedom of speech? Hey, I'm in favor of freedom of speech. Yo, thank you, Hakum, for the $1.99. You beautiful fucking bastard. Been in love 5 ever. Why, thank you. Anyways. Like, if somebody called me cisgender on the fucking internet, like, you would agree that it would be a bit ridiculous if I were to sue them over it, right? No, it could be a wrong statement. But, yeah. The funny thing is I never even called him transgender. So, it's very strange. Very strange. Your hair looks so good today. Thank you, your local femboy. I really very much appreciate that. You'll never be a man? Yep. You're not cisgender? You better believe I'm not. I'm actually transgender. Yes, no, I was secretly cisgender the whole time. No, don't expose me. No. I'm actually a cis woman in disguise. Is that another femboy in chat? You better believe it is. We got multiple femboys in chat. Hi, cutie. Why, hello. Do you think God exists? Nah, mainly due to the sheer lack of evidence of any God that exists. Anyways. You're everything that's wrong with the world today. True. I am every single wrong thing in the world. All of them. Yeah, world hunger, that's my fault. I'm everything wrong with the world, okay? I caused cancer, world hunger, what else? The woke mind virus, all sorts of shit. Yes, I did 9/11. That's true. That's true. I did all of the bad things, from the IDF and Hamas, you know? I'm basically every bad thing in the world, okay? I'm basically Hitler, all right? Anyways. You must be talking about Republicans? No, you don't understand, okay? Glup Shido in chat said that I'm everything wrong in the world. Dude, I'm literally transgender Hitler, okay? Because, you know, they said so in chat. Okay? They said so in chat. You're not telling me that they're lying, are you? You're an attention whore? You better believe I am. You better believe I am. Yo, thank you, RC, for the 14 czar saying 2S LGBTQIA+. Indeed. With that being said, let's see here. Femyoz is Kim Jong-un's alter ego? True. Very true. Anyways. Someone mentioned boy failing. What does it mean? It means that you failed to boy mode. You go out boy moding, and people just see you as a cis woman. Basically. Anyways. How do you identify? I'm a woman. It's very epic. Chat, we're currently at 89 likes, alright? If we get to 100 likes, as soon as we get to 100 likes, we'll start talking about the transphobic MAGA crossdresser, okay? Yes, that's a real thing, okay? We've covered him before. I want to cover him again. But yeah, double tap to smash like. Alright, we could easily get 100 likes. It boosts me in the algorithm as well. It makes me happy. Also, thank you, Eamon Layler, for the 10 euros. You beautiful fucking bastard. Saying, don't listen to those mean people. You are perfect and you are the best. Thank you so much. Chat, who wants to be the 100th like? We're at 99 likes right now. Alright, double tap the smash like to become the 100th like. I'm just saying. We're at 99. Yo, thank you for 100 likes, everybody. Very much appreciated. Obviously, keep double tapping to smash like. It boosts me in the algorithm. Now then. We're going to be talking about my new favorite lolcow, Michael Nelson, the MAGA crossdresser.
Of Mousy. I was playing a song, a Romanian song, and I love Romanian music. It's very lively.
Of course.
The women in the video were dressed extremely modestly, but cute as all get out.
Don't worry. If you're a woman You're not safe from him, even if you're dressed modestly. Yo, thank you, RC, for the czar, saying, do you know how much Jesus loves you very much? That's true. Jesus loves trans people. I agree. I'm actually an atheist. But, yeah. I mean, if Christians want to be logically consistent, you gotta have that position.
Very pretty ladies. And you look at Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and...
Oh, God. You mean, like, also pretty women? Yo, thank you, Willabazan, for the 2, saying, can I buy 1 estrogen, please, for my transition? Yeah, sure.
Then you look at this Romanian video.
Yes, I'm virtually handing you, 1 estrogen. Yeah. Just pretend like that was estrogen, okay?
And the difference is night and day. I'm going to put a segue in.
Oh, let's go!
A lot of American culture's going down the drain.
No! The West has fallen! Billions must die! Alright, American culture is going down. Yo, thank you, RC, for those 14 czar saying Jesus loves you, but he does not love our sins. Well, depends on what the sin is. I'm gonna be real. I'm not a believer in any religion. If you want to believe in Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, the flying spaghetti monster, you name it, good for you. Just don't try forcing that on other people. You do you.
And people come on here and talk about the way I'm dressed and all that, but the music industry and...
I mean, yeah, you have no fashion sense, right? And it's not because you're cross-dressing.
In a certain segment of American society is gone down the toilet bowl.
Dude.
You listen to some of this Romanian music, pretty ladies.
Oh, God. I would be scared if I was a Romanian woman.
They look wholesome. Doing their dance. And the music is so lively. It's like...
Imagine doing a wholesome dance and this guy is watching you.
And you got Americans in this country. Mike, what are you listening to? Good music. Mike,
what are you listening to? Oh, Romanian music, Vietnamese folk music. The good stuff.
That's not good music.
Okay.
Really? It's better than the crap you're listening to. You got Americans who will not listen to anything outside of America.
Oh, that's so true.
That if I date somebody who's not white, you got Americans that think that that's wrong.
How many Americans think that it's wrong to have interracial marriages in the big 25? Where the fuck does this guy live? In like, the middle of buttfuck nowhere in some, like, rural inbred area? That would explain a lot. That would explain why he looks the way he does.
And I've noticed that. For
dude,
us
he's noticing things,
being land of the free, the home of the brave, which is what today is all about, there's a lot of people in this country that don't support me being land of the free, home of the brave, different than they are.
Yeah, but this line of logic can be applied to you just as easily. For example, you're against trans and gay people existing and having rights. So let me get this straight. You think that you deserve rights, but other people don't? Seems a bit hypocritical if you ask me.
I still have to fight for my freedom daily. I have to remind people, hey, you don't like it, okay. There's the door.
Well, if you like freedom, then why would you vote for MAGA? The movement that opposes freedom.
But you got people that hate so bad, they want to destroy. They want to trouble you. They want to cause issues.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody
All we're doing is causing issues.
A meme on Facebook.
Dude. Bro is unironically using Facebook to look at memes, alright? You just know this guy has like 100 million memes saved. Yo, thank you, Holy J, for the 1 saying, hey, this is Jesus. It's true that I love you. I don't care about your sins, TBH. Let's fucking go!
Showed Paul Revere riding a horse, saying, enjoy your day at work, England. Oh my
Bro probably watches Darman.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
Michael Nelson, you funny bastard! Look at this smug piece of shit. eating on stream. Look at this shit.
We got a day off because of Independence Day.
Chewing with his fucking mouth open.
Last night I put the earplugs in.
Bro, fucking chew with your mouth closed.
Some moron decided to wait until late. Not with the old-fashioned kit fireworks that you buy for the kids, but the ones where you can hear the launch tube go.
Okay, I don't care.
You.
I want to see him yap some
Never
more.
saw that. Freedom.
Oh, here we go. Maybe he's gonna start yapping about.
Freedom.
Heavy agree. I hate people who chew loudly. Yeah, chewing loudly with your mouth open into the microphone is like actually vomit-inducing. But like
A well-meaning, zealous Christian got on my picture yesterday where I had the pink top, and I posted it. I got 1 like, and I said, oh, I guess I better take that.
Dude, he got 1 like. It was probably his alternate account or something.
Down, that's not flying. I do that sometimes. I'll remove something. I'll come back and zap a picture, zap a video.
Dude, I'm sure that the one person who liked it is truly devastated.
I like the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the 1 like. You're right.
Post it on Facebook and people like it.
Yeah, the people or person. You said that it got 1 like.
And
You can't say people if it's 1 person, and the person is you.
somebody said Jesus
Yes, he identifies as a man.
would not approve of what you're doing. Would not approve
He calls himself a man in his bio.
of what you're wearing. I removed the comment.
Okay? But like,
I didn't know
you
you
were
were
going out of your way to misgender me as soon as you found out I was trans. Yo! Holy shit! Thank you so much, Farlander, for the $50, you beautiful fucking bastard. Actual goat. God damn! Can we get some 07s in chat? Saying, I live in the mutual combat state of Washington, and I offer everyone that has a negative view on trans people to defend their views in the arena of physical violence instead of the marketplace of ideas. Goated message, goated donation, goated person. Let's fucking go. W Farlander. Can we get some W Farlanders in chat? I want to see some W Farlander. I want to see some 07s. Yeah. There we go. Hell yeah.
Spokesperson for him. So last night, I sent a
What's funny is that this guy was gendering me correctly at first when he saw a picture of me after finding out that I was talking about him. And then somebody in his chat told him that I was trans. And then he had to incorrect himself and use he instead of she.
video to this woman, Romanian sweet music. I said I like a wide range of music, and I really like this. You know, in my mind, I'm done with any kind of relationship beyond friends. But I could.
Yeah, I'm sure that that's a decision on your end and has nothing to do with the fact that no woman wants to touch you with a 10-foot pole.
Still be civil and nice.
Or man, or anyone of any gender, really.
She writes back, oh, this is great. Nice Swedish music. She said, you just liked it for the kisses.
Femi, is this what happens to a femboy if we don't get E before twink death or become big booty thugs? Yes.
It's when the gals are outside and they got their modest, beautiful wear on. As each one is walking by, they go, she goes, you just liked it for the kisses. And I thought, oh, she's being funny. And I said, actually, the music got me, but they are pretty lassies.
He has a way of making everything fucking weird.
I said it is Romanian, by the way.
Yeah, twink death really got to this guy.
And she said something interesting.
Yeah, twink death is a horrifying thing. This is why I started estrogen 2 years ago.
You know, I talked about there are certain Christians that everything for them is taboo, or they'll turn it into an opportunity to start preaching.
Who are you surrounding yourself with? Like, I'm sorry, but this is like a select minority of the population. Go surround yourself with some normal people and you won't have this issue.
I don't know why they do that.
But of course they're not going to do that because that would require that you change your worldview and stop supporting MAGA and right-wing shit.
There's an unwritten rule with some Christians. If you like something secular, they got a problem with it.
Okay? So, like how you have a problem with gay people existing? You literally stated that you're against homosexuality, that homosexuality is a sin. And you're anti-trans. But you're complaining about the unwritten rule in Christianity that you have to oppose anything secular? Okay. That's a bit ironic.
But if you
don't want to be cruel, but the mullet and pop bottle glasses don't help. Oh, no, absolutely. They definitely make it worse. Like, I'm gonna be real. I said it before and I'll say it again. He looks like Jeffrey Epstein mixed with Jordan Peterson. If they were AGP and had a weird mullet. But I'm gonna be real.
criticize the music that they're listening to that's called Christian, they got a problem with it.
Dude, he's talking about, like, the three people that are actually like this.
Does being a Christian mean that I should only listen to anything that has God and Jesus in the words?
I mean, I don't know.
If I was to follow that thinking, I never should have bought the truck I bought.
Dude, it's like, well, why are you arguing with these as if these are, like, reasonable positions worth arguing with? Not that positions worth arguing with have to be reasonable, but, like, how many people actually believe this?
I should just read my Bible and pray every day, get off social media, take this off, get rid of the baby.
No, put it, keep it on. Don't fucking take your shirt off on stream. Nobody wants to see your disgusting body.
Cut my hair and look like Joe Boring Christian.
First, I thought he was gonna say Joe Biden. I don't know why.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Dude, he doesn't know how. He can't cosplay Joe Biden. It's too difficult for him. Okay? Dude, one day he'll figure it out.
Tried. I can't do it.
Come on, Joe Biden, you got this.
I cannot do it.
If Sabrina TW didn't transition. Oh god, you're so right. Wait, oh my god. You're right. You're so right. Dude, even the glasses. Well, to be fair, Sabrina TW would be completely bald if she never transitioned. But, yeah. Well, maybe this would be the wig that she has. You know? I think that this is this guy's actual hair, though. But yeah, anyways.
Oh, Jackie,
His mullet looks gross. Yeah. It is pretty nasty.
Yeah, I'll get a cabbage on here like that clown on YouTube that goes in the Boulder CU library.
What this person do to you or anybody else? They're far right, they're conservative, they're anti-gay, they're anti-trans, they're in favor of MAGA, they support Trump.
Just to be funny.
Dude, I'm tempted to fucking skip ahead of, like, any point where he's fucking eating.
People ask why I do this.
His hair is quite nasty looking. Yeah. Yeah, why do you do this?
Because it's sexy. It's provocative.
I know. Ew! I'm sorry. I did not process that.
Because it's sexy.
You are, let's just say, the literal fucking opposite of sexy. Oh shit, I accidentally went back. Where was I at, like 44 minutes?
Because it's sexy.
No, it's quite the opposite.
It's provocative. I like provocative.
By the way, he admitted, right? He admitted in a different stream that he does this as a fetish, right? Because apparently, for him, dressing as a woman is horny-inducing. His words, not mine, by the way.
I like provocative thought. I like it when you guys leave comments that make me go, ooh, that's provocative, and not necessarily erotic, sexual. But
that's what it is for you. You've admitted to it being sexual for you.
There could be provocative.
Yes, truly AGP.
Commentary that makes me think.
Yes, I would rather have sex with Joe Biden than this guy.
Provokes me to think deeper, to see an angle I didn't.
Well, you think so deeply.
Consider. So I'm a passionate guy.
Dude, he's very passionate.
Most guys in the U.S. have a certain hairstyle. They Ford, Chevy, Dodge. That's all well and good.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure that so many men secretly wish that they could look like
I am
him.
100% pro-American. But
Dude, he's pro-American.
I could go to Australia and in time I would adjust to their culture. I could go to the UK and in time I would adjust to their culture. I'd probably favor certain things that I like.
Dude, he'd start having extremely crooked teeth.
More over there than I do here. I did that when I lived in Hong Kong, China culture.
Okay.
When I hung out with the Filipinos, I started talking like them.
Dude, I'd like to imagine that when he says he started talking like them, I'd like to imagine he does like a really like bad fucking Asian accent, like a really racist accent.
That's the segue to the fly story. My son was really little before I even knew.
This guy has a child? Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me that the ex-wife got custody and not this guy.
Where the Philippines was on a map. I was cooking my cabbage.
I was watching his live a little while ago. He was talking about joining the no-fat movement. Oh yeah, I remember that.
In Colorado, had all the doors and windows shut and the AC on. My son's in the high chair and I'm cooking and he goes, la. And when he said la, I knew he was saying fly. La. And I look, I'm like, good job.
I don't care about this.
Then flies coming from.
We get it. Your home is infested with flies and cockroaches.
Hey, and down they came. Let's help ourselves do a picnic basket. Boo boo.
Yep, we get it. You don't clean your house and it's full of flies.
They all started trucking on in.
And apparently you think that's a good environment for a child.
It was a war. I thought, okay, turn the uptake fan on. That'll stop it. Zzz.
Yeah, just turn the fan on. That'll stop the flies from coming in. Yeah. Of course.
My son was laughing in the high chair when he laughed, and I'm trying to hit it. I'm going spastic in there like the Energizer Bunny. Later.
Okay, I don't care.
And I noticed the Filipinos would always say, good morning, La. Where are you going today, La? And I'm like, why does everybody say La at the end of everything?
All right, I don't give a shit.
It's because the Chinese in Hong Kong did it. So
this shit's boring.
Win me over.
Yeah, Asmongold's dad's
There's a book
lore.
called Love Wins.
Wow.
That's true of even me.
Wow, love always wins. That's why your ex-wife divorced you.
I'm going to be honest with everybody in here.
Yes, he's definitely related to Asmongold. Dude, this is the Asmongold origin story.
Please don't get offended at what I say.
Dude, don't get offended,
Women can relate to this, because many women have been through a bad relationship with a man, and they probably were at a point where they were through with men.
Okay. What's
After what I went through in that 14-year marriage.
Oh God. Let's fucking go. Okay, yeah, we skipped to a good point. I want to hear him bitch about his ex-wife. All right. Dude, this is the best. Dude, that's like my favorite Michael Nelson content is when he's complaining about his ex-wife.
Denver culture and stuff I started to despise and could not stand white Caucasian women in America. I said they're rude.
Dude, yeah, fucking dude, white Caucasian women. Dude, the West has fallen. Billions must die. All right, they should be covering their ankles like they do in the Middle East.
Deserves. When I was in Hong Kong, I lived in an area where there were a lot of Aussies. And a lot of the women in Hong Kong were 6 feet plus, well endowed in the chest. They were not nice. They were rude, loud in the marketplaces. I was walking...
Rude and loud? You mean like you, perhaps?
Down a steep hill loaded with people.
Wow.
And I saw an Aussie woman coming right towards me. I was all the way to the right. She came from the far left and angled, and she was looking at her phone or something. And I moved all the way to the wall of the building. I thought, she is not looking when she crashed into my shoulder.
Dude, I'm sorry, but this is like fucking made up. So you're telling me, okay? Let's reenact this scenario, all right? Just to show how fucking absurd this is. So he's over here on the fucking wall, all right? And she's on her phone, apparently. Like this. Alright? And you're telling me that she goes like this. Lottie-dottie-doo. Lottie-doo. Oh, fuck! Hey, watch where you're going. I don't believe that for a second. You're lying. You're bullshitting. You're just making shit up. Either that or he's completely embellishing. Actual lunatic. Oh my God.
I'm up against the wall of the building. She turned around, she goes, "Oi! Watch the F where you're going. I said, excuse me. You were all the way over there, and I moved as far as I can. You plowed into me. Watch where you're going.
Dude, she teleported into him. All right? Dude, she used her ender pearl to teleport onto him. All right? She side pearled on his ass.
Oh, and you don't want to know what I said, Jack.
Bro, he was simply no match for a side pearl.
Okay.
All right?
I said,
You should have held S.
Go back to down under. You guys are rude here. That shut her up. I was so mad.
Dude, he was infuriated.
And guess what?
By this totally not made up story.
Some of the nicest people in this room are American white women and
Yes, she used her ender pearl.
Jackie and Australians. Even
Dude, she actually has a stack of ender pearls to teleport into the sides of people.
me, I had to get over my bad experiences and realize, hey, not everybody is like this, but we all go through that. It's like deja vu. You go through a bad relationship and you want nothing to do with that. To this day, I do not darken the doors of a Target store. I don't go into Christopher and Banks. I don't go into Kohl's. I don't go into Ross. Why? Because my ex-wife was addicted to those places. I don't want nothing to do with them. And
Okay. Guys, he's definitely over his ex-wife, all right? He's definitely over his
I
ex-wife.
hate Caprice because she wore them. See the connection?
Diaper stream time. No, we're not doing a diaper stream. Oh my god. Dude.
When you despise something, you want nothing to do with it.
Uh-huh.
So how did I get to this?
Dude, he
Because when I
despises
left
his
that
ex-wife.
marriage, when I went
Yeah, my bitch ex-wife ass motherfucker.
on my way, life had changed. I've been wrapped up in a marriage 14 years, and I didn't realize it while I was going through my own crapola. 14
There we go. Now he's talking about his ex-wife. Let's fucking go. This is the content we signed up for. This is what I really wanted to see, all right? Him bitching about his ex-wife, all right? This is some premium Michael Nelson
years
content.
of society went by, and women changed, and things changed, and I got out there in the dating world. I'm like, whoa, what happened to the 80s?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure so many people were dating you in the 80s. That's so true.
When you saw a pretty girl and you made smiles at each other, and that was love.
Yeah. I'm sure that you creepily smiling at a pretty woman and then her uncomfortably smiling back because they're conflict avoidant. Yeah, oh, dude, that's love. That's love. Like, no, that just means that your dick is hard because you're creepy. Okay?
Now, if you look at a woman, they think you're a stalker.
No, I think that they're just more open about the fact that they think that people like you are creepy and weird. You know?
I don't hate white women, by the way.
Thought you said you did. You literally said that you did like a few minutes
I
prior.
went to lunch this last week because I was
I bet he misses strict divorce laws too. Probably.
attracted to her. There's women here I've been attracted to right through the chat. Like, man, I wish they were close.
Ah! Ah! Oh God! Oh God, no! Nah! He did not just say that! He did not just say that! He did not just say that! How old are the women he's smiling at nowadays? Ooh, that's a good point. Like if he's smiling at 20-year-olds, let's say, as a 59-year-old, yeah, that's gonna have a lot different of an impact than, I don't know, doing so when you were 20. I didn't even think of that. Now, I'm guessing that him smiling at people is just like creepy no matter what because he's him and like he's probably always been creepy and weird, but I mean, yeah, the age definitely doesn't help. Dude. All right, let's go back.
This last week because I was attracted to her. There's women here I've been attracted to right through the chat. Like,
dude, this guy is so fucking
man, I wish
vile.
they were close.
Yes, the Rizzler Eric Vandenborn is here. Yeah.
And haters that come on this channel. That go on.
No,
and on. Say
not
you're
the
wearing a
haters.
bra. Why are you wearing a woman's clothing? Why are you asking that question? What possible fruitful answer are you looking for?
Dude, the trolls in his chat live rent-free in his head. Like, could you imagine if I seriously responded to what every, like, random shitter has to say in chat? If they're literally just trolling?
Hello, Jennifer.
Male pattern baldness is gonna hit you both hard. It ain't gonna hit me, because I'm on estrogen.
Tardigrade, are you a psychologist?
Dude, I don't even know what the fuck he's responding to. Are you a psychologist?
Are you a psychologist, Tardy?
No, are you?
I don't believe you are. So your assessment of me is totally wrong. I'm
what was
doing
their
a
assessment?
video form.
Dude, why don't you read the chat message out loud before you actually respond to it, you fucking idiot? Since most of the people watching aren't going to be closely paying attention to chat.
And of course, if I'm talking on a video forum, there isn't going to be another voice. If you want to go split screen and talk to me and I can make you look like a blithering fool on here, we can do that.
Oh, dude, I'm sure he's a great debater.
We got to figure out.
No, I do not like Blair White, and no, I am anything but a Republican. I am pretty damn far left, right? At least by American standards, right? I'm in favor of things like market socialism. Nah, Blair White is literally, in terms of how she looks, transgender Michael Jackson, in terms of, you know, the way she presents herself, fake as fuck, lied about her political compass test results, provenly so. Oh, and also, she promotes weird right-wing politics. Yes, syndicalism is based.
Oh, but might be fun.
God damn.
Okay, nobody knows what AGP is, so...
Dude, even his own chat is calling him AGP. 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 Let's fucking go! Hell yeah. Let's go. Can we get some AGP in chat? For those of you who don't know, it stands for autogynephilia, which means that you're sexually attracted to yourself as a woman or wearing women's clothing. Which this guy is. He's literally said that him wearing women's clothing is horny-inducing for him. His words, not mine. He has admitted to that on stream. Right? It is on the internet forever. Yes. AGP. 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 AGP.
You'll have to interpret your little playground code words. Jennifer.
Look, generally it's the case that when people are accused of being AGP, it's pretty much bullshit. It's like it's normally a way of invalidating trans people. This guy isn't trans. He doesn't claim to be trans. He's just said that it's a sexual fetish for him. Okay? He's one of the few examples of somebody that actually is AGP.
Welcome. It's good to see you.
Anyways. Dude, this is... My cis-femme friend is AGP? Yeah. Obviously, Blanchardian shit is a bunch of pseudoscientific nonsense.
He's important because he came up with a word that most of us haven't heard of before. Nope, that's not me.
Dude, he's totally not AGP. Even though he's literally admitted to being AGP, but in different words. Dude, chew with your fucking mouth closed.
Charlotte, I keep it hidden because I'm probably not going to be on there much longer. I use Facebook less and less. Sometimes I don't even get on there for days. Used to be my life support system.
Yeah, we can tell.
Thank you, Equinox. I appreciate that.
Dude, I fucking hate this. When he, responds to a chat message without reading it out loud. Every time I respond to what somebody says in chat, I always read their message so people know what the fuck I'm responding to. Unless it's
somebody
like a slur or something.
Somebody accused me of having Asperger's because sometimes I, do things with my mouth. Do stuff like that. I read the symptoms that would show you.
As somebody that has Asperger's, but I don't call it that anymore, but as somebody that fits into that category, I guess, I can assure you that we do not claim him.
I'm like, man, any one of us could have this.
No, not anyone can have it. Right? If that was the case, then anybody that exists ever would potentially be diagnosed with it. Right? That's not how that works. Back then, people don't get diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome anymore, right? But when they did, there was a diagnostic criteria. It's Asperger's autism. It's somewhere on the autism spectrum, right?
Thank you, Mr. Russell.
But it basically fits into the category of autism spectrum disorder, which is what I have, right? But if I were to be diagnosed, because I was diagnosed pretty early on, but I think by the time I was diagnosed, they had switched it to autism spectrum disorder, from Asperger's. So I think that's what I'm diagnosed with.
I like the fact I've got fans in here, both men and women, that can tell me if that's right or wrong without me having to defend myself.
But that's all you do is defend yourself from the trolls. Anyways, why don't you call it Asperger's? I mean, I do sometimes. Or are you asking why did they change it? I actually don't know the reasoning behind it. It has a twisted and dark history as a distinct diagnosis. Huh.
Thank you, Jennifer. I agree. I love black. That reminds me, in Duluth, Minnesota, there was a coworker I worked with. She was a lesbian.
Uh-huh.
Her partner also worked where I worked.
Okay. I mean, you've said that you're against homosexuality before. Is it going to be one of those freaks that's anti-gay? But, you know, if it's two attractive lesbians that I would see in a porno, you know, that's kind of hot. That's a little bit different. Is that what he's going to fucking
And
say?
she would always say, why do you always wear black? I drive a bus. I'm not going to wear light blue jeans and light colors. We got snow, we got ice, we got salt, we got muddy country roads. Why would I wear light colors in this job?
Bro, this guy, I feel like he's not a good person to be driving a school bus, right? Because, like, that means that he would be around children. And, let's just say, for anybody that doesn't know the lore, okay? I'm not saying that because he looks weird or whatever. He, at first when I was talking about him, I don't know why. I'm 21, but he didn't know that. He thought I was a minor and was saying as such. And before he found out that I was an adult, he was making some weird sexual comments. You know? He thought that I had said that he was transgender, which I didn't, but, that's besides the point. He was like, oh, you want me to pull down my pants for you? And prove that I'm not? Like, you are saying that to somebody that you think is a minor! You're 59! What are you doing? And he was talking about wanting to fucking, whip my ass with a belt. Like, no, we didn't watch the full 56 minutes. We skipped around, right? I wanted to skip to the parts where he's, like, bitching about his ex-wife and sharing his dog shit political views.
If I gotta get out and shovel out rear tires, if I get hung up on something, I don't need to be wearing light colors that I could get all soiled. But I prefer black.
Dude, he prefers
USA,
black, right? He's on his emo art.
Georgia.
Anyways.
And some people think, I've had Christians say, you're always wearing black. Are you sure you're not into Satan?
Dude, who is he hanging out with that says this shit? Dude, no wonder why this guy is a freak.
Boy, how stupid is that?
I mean, if that's what the people around him are saying, then yeah, the people around him are just as dumb as he is. He prefers black because you can't see when he soils his clothes. Very true. Dude, you can't tell when he pisses his pants if his pants are black. Because that's the darkest color. The piss won't make it any darker. Now, will you be able to smell it? Maybe. But, he probably already smells like kitty litter, so I don't think it would make much of a difference. Right? That's just how he always smells.
I find it interesting that a lot of clerics wear black with the little white collar. Are they satanic too? People go on about the long hair.
Oh, Jesus had long hair.
Samson took a Nazirite vow. No razor to the head. So much for your theory that long hair on a man is condemned in Scripture. That just went out the window. Yes.
But you're gonna point to Scripture and use that against homosexuality, but like long hair is fine even though Scripture's against it? It's like you seem like someone who might have a little bit of an inconsistent standard.
And in winter, I like...
Those people will say dumb shit like that because light equals God. Yeah.
black because I can go out there and...
Dude, they'll make the argument. They'll make the argument that, like, bananas existing is proof that God exists because they're perfect for the shape of your hand, right? They're the perfect size for it. I'm pretty sure that somebody made a video shoving a banana up their ass, being like, look, it's proof that God wants you to shove bananas up your ass. It's the perfect size for it. It hits the G-spot well.
The sun is shining, and when it's cold,
I'm pretty sure that happened.
that black absorbs heat. And if you're in Antarctica, black stands out really nicely. Really nicely against a white background.
Yeah.
And can I be honest? I've dated some black women.
Wow. Impressive.
I love the
I mean, at least he's not so racist that he'd be, like, against that, I guess.
contrast of my skin and hers. I think it's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I'm more open about things than some people. I've experienced some things, right?
Yeah, I guess you're not like a far-right Nazi who's against interracial marriage. You're not literally Nick Fuentes or Adolf Hitler. Well, I'm so impressed.
Or wrong. Sinful or righteous.
Oh my god.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Russell
That's
and
right.
Sam. Yeah, Jackie, I've
You
heard
tell
it
him.
all.
He's heard it all.
Yeah, Deuteronomy says a man should not wear women's clothing. Says that.
So you're gonna ignore that, but not the one that you cite that is a mistranslation? That went from a man should not sleep with a boy to a man should not sleep with another man? You know, that whole debacle?
It also says you shouldn't lie. You shouldn't steal. You shouldn't gossip. That a Christian should
So now you're making this
not be
argument.
marked with hatred.
Well, why don't you apply the standard to gay and trans people?
That I'm supposed to love my
You only apply it to yourself and things that benefit you. Because you're inconsistent.
enemies. That's an easy thing to do.
Fuentes is a fake Nazi. He likes watching BBC Sissy Hypno. That's true.
Loving people that are just nasty as all get out to. That's easy stuff, right? Cherry picking Christians.
You mean the thing that you do? That's you. You're the one that cherry picks as well. You're no different from them.
Who's this guy? Look at him. He calls himself a Christian. Oh, put yourself out there on a video and let me analyze you like you analyze me. Can we do that?
Do it. Yes,
Let's do it.
I'm doing that right now. Do it. Analyze this right now. Fucking react to this. You won't, because you're a bitch. You're bitch made.
You get fiddled when little. What is
Watching a trans girl on YouTube roast a cross-dressing right-winger on a mini phone computer, but transitioning is unnatural.
that, Ashaya? People are dumb when you are dumber.
Dude, if only I could be an absolute 160 IQ genius like this
You
one.
have no intellect and you're still dumb. When you're dumb,
Yes.
you have a large following.
Now this right here is a true beacon of intellect.
Because you're dumb. Look at the voters.
Yeah, they voted for Trump. I agree, they're pretty dumb. Such as yourself, you voted for Trump.
69, 70 million voters that voted dumb. I'm going to say it. That's
Dude, opposing fascism is
the
dumb.
most sobering thing to hit me.
Dude, the most sobering thing that hit me is that people are against hyper-nationalistic authoritarian policies.
Jennifer,
Anyways.
anybody ever seen those books? Computers for Dummies? Those are good. They teach you how to do things when you don't know.
Yeah, we get it. There's a lot of things you don't
I
know how
read
to
some
do.
interesting facts about these little
Oh, wow.
cashews.
Oh god, he's one of those people that he doesn't in terms of the things that he knows about the world and his worldview. I guarantee you, he's one of those motherfuckers that has some small basis of knowledge, basically memorized facts, but no real analysis. We could go on there and memorize 10 fun facts about peanuts or some shit like that, right? But he can never explain, his worldview or why he believes the things that he does or anything worthwhile. Bro, look at this fucking smug
claim
piece of
that these
shit.
things-
Eating and chewing with his mouth open, talking with food in his mouth.
Have the same thing that poison ivy has in them.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Urushiol oil.
Not this bloke again. Yup, it's this bloke again.
That's what causes me to have a reaction when I brush up against that. But the cashew itself is not interesting.
Damn, that's great. Dude, he has so much dead air! Dude, this is awful.
Sam,
Dude, stop that air maxing. Okay, you're making it difficult to respond.
And just
because you're not saying anything.
Justin Trudeau ought to get married. They are
That's so true. Wait, I thought you were against gay marriage.
exactly the same.
What
That
happened
is
to
a
you?
marriage I would approve of because they are exactly the same.
Dude, he doesn't approve of gay marriage unless it's that one specifically.
They would be perfect for each other.
Ah.
Gavin Newsom and Justin Trudeau should be a love match.
Oh, a match made in heaven, truly. Just like you and your ex-wife. Oh. Oh, shit. Never mind. Yeah, she left you and took the kids.
They're both in complete denial. They have about as much sense as a horsefly.
You're literally a MAGA crossdresser. You are not one to talk. Oh my god. I don't approve of any marriage. Everyone should be forever alone. The most consistent position there is. I agree.
Equine, the only advice I can give you is I was bullied and put down most of my life.
Oh, we get it. You're such a victim. Ooh, boo-hoo.
And still am. Just come here when I open the chat.
To be fair, I probably would have bullied you in high school. Alright? Y'all think I'm fucking mean now. Okay, I've been on both ends of bullying, right? I've experienced bullying, right? I experienced bullying before I, actually did any bullying, but, yeah. It's, I have better reasons to bully now, if I ever do. I don't even know if I would consider me and what I'm doing right now bullying. It's more like criticizing, and making a few lighthearted jokes.
Watch the hatred. It flies mostly teenage kids.
Yeah, and they live rent-free in your head.
I haven't even done anything to, and they come in here just defecating all over the chat.
You mean like the way that you defecate in your pants? That's why you wear all black. Is that if you soil yourself, nobody can see it. Like you said earlier.
How do you get confidence?
Were you bullying? Look, I wasn't always out as trans, alright? It's a little bit easier to bully people when people think that you're just like a normal straight guy. You know?
I can't answer that easily except to say that when I did drive a school bus, and you have 80 haters sitting behind you, that's
80 haters. Dude, this guy thinks like Chris Chan. Oh my fucking god. When you're a school bus driver and you have 80 haters behind you. Dude, this is some fucking Chris Chan shit. Dude, everyone I don't like is a hater. They're all out to get me. Oh god. You just know for a fact, like, if you were ever one of the kids on this guy's school bus, this is the one bus driver you fucking hate, and you have a reason to make fun of them. You have a good reason, okay? You just know for a fact he would always scream at kids over dumb shit that didn't matter, okay? Most of the time when kids are mean to bus drivers, okay, it's unjustified, alright? They shouldn't do it. But I feel like in this one instance, I don't really blame him. I don't really blame him.
takes a lot of guts.
Well, we gotta replay that.
When I did drive a school bus, and you have 80 haters sitting behind you.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if all 80 kids fucking hate you as the bus driver, you're probably doing something wrong. That means that there's something wrong with you. Yeah, all my haters, parentheses the children.
That takes a lot of guts.
Dude.
But let me say something. It takes even more guts.
Dude, the 80 trolls in the back of the bus. Dude.
That's when I have to pull the brake and stop the bus and face all those kids and say, look, my job is to drive you to school. And whatever all this crapomania that's going on back here.
Crapomania.
You need to stay seated. You're high school students. Stop throwing stuff out the window. Stop grabbing the girl's hair. Stop grabbing her book bag. This isn't middle school no more.
I'm gonna be real, they're more likely to misbehave, probably because, I don't know, you were the bus driver. I'm gonna be real. I have never been on a bus that was like that. I'm gonna be totally honest.
That'll give you confidence real quick. But guess what? We got drivers that will not get up and deal with the kids.
That's gonna bring you confidence real quick. You literally described it as your job as a bus driver as you have 80 haters sitting in the back. That was your description of it. You're telling me that it made you confident. Like, no, you view the way that Chris Chan views shit. His glasses can melt ants. This is true.
Scared. They will never walk to the back of the bus. They're scared.
I don't know. Look, children can be terrifying, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I feel like whatever it was your fault. In this
I'd get to high school. I had to provide student counts every day. If we get to high school a few minutes early, we cannot let them off. So they stay seated. We keep the door shut. I'd get up, I'd walk back and do a student count. Somebody started a whole altercation over that. Man, why do you gotta walk back here every day? I said, I'm doing a student count.
Dude. The fact that he still remembers that. Who fucking cares? Oh, dude, what? Dude, 1 out of 80 kids asked, why do we have to do a student count? Yeah, sometimes kids ask dumb questions. They're kids. What do you fucking expect? Yo, can you believe that a kid, like, said a dumb question or, like, said something rude one time? Yeah! They're a child. Of course they're gonna do that. What do you fucking expect?
And he made...
It's lagging? No! 80 haters that can't even count to 80? Nah, literally.
Some rude comment. I said, let me get this straight. You're gonna tell me I can't walk to the back of my own bus? I don't know where you get that from, bro, but no, that's not the way it flies. Show some respect.
You have to earn respect. Look, I'm sure that kid was a fucking asshole, but like, respect is earned, not granted on the basis of being an authority figure, right?
Oh, you don't need to talk to me that way. I said, you don't need to talk to me that way. These kids are bad.
Yeah, you're also bad.
You don't have to do anything.
The difference is that you were a grown adult.
I didn't wear this.
So like the difference is that you're in your late 50s. You're almost 60. And you're talking about, whoa, what? Like a child made a rude comment once? You think there might be a little bit of a difference there?
Dang high school girl walked onto the...
It's literally just like, he started it, but the person saying he started it is like a 59-year-old man-child. And then the person that started it is like 12 years old. It's like, okay.
Bus. Just before she came off, she ripped her shirt off and...
Chill on the ageism. No, I think it's reasonable to have higher expectations for somebody that's middle-aged or old than for a 12-year-old. Like, yeah, I'm gonna expect you to, I don't know, act like a fucking adult if you're an adult. I don't expect a 12-year-old to act like an adult because they're a child. Yeah, of course they're gonna say dumb shit. What do you expect?
Got on with her bra on. Like, okay then. I had a driver tell me he had a bad bunch of middle schoolers. And a black girl got off of the bus.
Why do you need to mention that she was black? Why is that an important detail in your mind? Why is that so important?
He shut the doors about...
Dude, anytime he talks about anybody ever that's black, he has to emphasize that they're black, okay? It's a very important part of the story, all right? You know, that the story couldn't function without it, all right?
To go and she walked in front of the bus and...
Yeah, he won't say what the race is unless it's a black person, for the most part.
Pulled her 44Ds and showed nipples, everything for the whole bus to see, and all the kids stood up, yeah, yeah, yeah!
Yeah, what does her being black have to do with it?
He wrote it up. Principal said it happened off the bus.
Okay. Yeah,
just say
that's dumb, but like, what does her being black have to do with it? What? Well, how is that relevant? Like, the only time where it would make sense to bring up race is if it's actually relevant to the thing you think you're talking about. Her being black has fucking nothing to do with the story. At no point does it have anything to do with race. Like, why does he need to emphasize race?
Think if an adult woman went out and did that to a school bus, she'd be charged with sexual offense crime.
What? I'm sorry. I think there's like a little bit of a difference between, I don't know, a poorly behaved 12-year-old doing it versus an adult who should know better. Like, no, I actually don't think that you should be on the sex offender registry if you did some dumb shit when you were 12. I think that's fucking stupid.
They let teens get away with
Like, yeah, obviously, like, no, you shouldn't be able to do that, right?
a lot of stuff in this country.
Why are you calling her? No, he identifies with he, him pronouns. He calls himself that. I am not misgendering.
Unbelievable. I said, I can't believe that she flashed you.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, what's your point?
When I was in school,
Yeah, he is a cross-dresser. He's not trans. He doesn't want to be called trans. He doesn't label himself as trans.
that crap was unheard of. If a young lady had done that,
I know, the way he eats is so nasty.
doesn't matter if it happened off the bus. Driver turned that slip in, school would have called her in and called in the parents. Said, yeah, your daughter proceeded to take her top off after she got off the bus. I mean, that would have been serious infraction.
Well, I think it would be in most places. I don't think that has anything to do with, like, the times or whatever, right? That would also be a fucking serious infraction, you know? What for you know, any of the school buses I was on, right? Oh, people got in trouble for wave the fuck less, right? All the time.
So equal.
Now, granted, you figure out as you get older that you can just skip detentions and that they won't do anything about it, right? That's what I did, right?
How
But you're not supposed to figure that out, right? But you can, at least, you know, when I went to school.
did I get confidence? There's times when my confidence is shaken.
You mean like all the time? Like you're obviously insecure as fuck.
There's times when I'm insecure.
Yeah, you mean like all the time?
I
Like
battle
every second of the
insecurity
day?
on a daily basis.
Yeah, well, there you go.
The old wounds from the past, 4 eyes, freak, Coke bottles.
I think being 4 eyes is something that should be the least of your worries. I think you should worry more about the fact that you're a right-wing MAGA freak.
And I wasn't even doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't think that somebody should be bullied for wearing glasses. I agree with that. Or for cross-dressing, for that matter. If you want to cross-dress, go for it. But I do think that people should be made fun of for being right-wing.
You know, when you think of heating and AC, we never call it heating conditioning. We call it air conditioning. And I was thinking about that. Why do they call it air conditioner? Because it conditions the air.
Holy shit! Holy fuck! Oh my god, I never thought of that, Michael Nelson. They call it air conditioner. Because it conditions the air. Dude, holy shit, how did he figure it out? Air conditioner is when it conditions the air. Holy shit. He's so autistic, dude. With intellect like this, I'm starting to believe that God might be real. You know, if this guy believes in God, then it must be true. I mean, he is an intellectual genius.
Our society conditions us. Good or bad,
yeah.
They condition us.
Uh-huh. Dude, it's just like an air conditioner. Where, you know, it's called an air conditioner because it conditions the air.
They're like the tugboats. That when a big
damn.
ship comes into port,
Uh-huh.
you got ships now that don't need tugs. They got bow
Okay.
thrusters, little propellers.
What the fuck is he talking about? How did it go from air conditioning to society conditioning you to talking about boats? Does this guy know how to have one coherent thought? Look, I am ADHD brained as fuck, okay? So maybe I'm not the best person to make fun of that, but like, dude, it's not this bad for me. Don't call him Michael, call him Michelle. Dude, it's Michelle Obama, chat. It's Michelle Obama with whiteface.
A captain,
Dude, it's Big Mike.
can stand there on the deck of a massive seagoing vessel and just and dock that thing.
What the fuck is he talking about? Air conditioning to society conditions people to this in the span of like less than half a minute.
Back up into the 60s, when something like the France came into port over 1,000 feet long and the tugboats were on strike, that was a problem. Would you believe that, captain, with big, massive propellers and no bow thrusters, if that ship is going even remotely fast, like 2 knots, and hits the dock, it'll push the dock and the buildings into Kingdom Come. That captain docked the France.
What is he yapping about? Like, what point is he trying to make?
Now that's what you call a seaman.
Okay, chat, make your stupid jokes. All right, this is the time. This is the time to make your dumb jokes about semen. Oh God.
That's what you call an expert.
You call them semen.
People can't
Dude, that is...
even drive their stupid 10-foot car.
Uh-huh.
And this guy controlled a 1,000-foot, 15-story high ocean liner.
Yeah, probably because, I don't know, he was like a professional at that, I would assume.
And that's phenomenal stuff.
Like, that's like comparing, like, I don't know, fucking apples to oranges. Like, there's gonna be a... Dude, why are people so bad at driving? You know? Not for a living, just, you know, driving to get places. When you have people that control airplanes, things that fly through the air. Right? These professionals, they're very good and they're very precise. And they get just in the right spot of the fucking landing pad. How are they able to do that? But people can't even park their cars? Like, what are you talking about? You're fucking stupid. Yeah, we have professionals that can do things that are far more impressive than parking your car between the lines. What is your point?
And you got a young generation, all of us, that think we're all that on a stick.
You are... Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't mishear that before I roast.
Generation, all of us, that think we're all stuff. And you got a young generation, all of us, that think we're all...
A young generation, all of us? I don't think that you should be using the word us when describing a young generation. You are 59 years old. You are the literal opposite of young.
All that on a stick.
This is what I mean when I say this guy peaked in high school. He thinks of himself as young still.
Get on the bridge of that ship back then and put that thing in port without smashing everything.
He says that he was bullied in high school, but I don't even know if that's true. I feel like he would have been like a bully. I feel like he would have been a bully because he's like large and he could just like shove somebody into a locker. I feel like he might do that. I don't know.
Everything up. Let me see if you can do it.
But he also wants to play victim.
I can't even do it. Knowledge has changed. Skills have changed. And it seems like the skill that's the highest on the list today is being a jerk and a put-down artist.
Very true.
How do you gain confidence? Hey, soldier.
I don't know. Here's my recommendation, okay? If you want to gain confidence, I recommend taking a look at what Michael Nelson does and just do the complete opposite of that. All right? You will be infinitely more confident than most people, right? He's very insecure. He's constantly thinking about people that are the haters and the trolls.
Did you know even in the Philippines, a lot of people see Filipinos as happy, upbeat girls and hard workers. But the more time I spent with their culture, they've even got a rock song.
Holy shit. That's crazy. They have a single rock song. That's awesome.
No si Balasi. The female singer name is Sampaguinta. And basically a Filipino explained the song to me. No,
I don't give a
sucked
shit.
In the Oval Office. I don't call that a professional.
Oh.
Sucked in the Oval Office. We don't have any proof that it was our guys that did that. Well, I do.
Wait, is he going to do some conspiracy brain
rot? Hey, they put his foot through your attic, through the sheetrock, because he wasn't paying attention. didn't tell you about it, left the house, and you called and said, hey, you want to tell me why there's a Nike footprint through my ceiling? Oh, well, we don't have any proof that it was our guys that did that. Well,
Okay. Dude, apparently there's a Nike footprint.
I do. It wasn't there before they came in, and I wasn't up there, and I don't wear Nikes. Professional my butt. What a joke.
What a joke.
Hello, Melanie.
Dude.
Professionalism in the U.S. has been defined by a style of clothing and a established business.
Yeah, I think that professionalism as an aesthetic, just more broadly speaking, is, I don't know, kind of icky.
But I think that's the wrong
Yeah, I know, he doesn't even have the balls to say ass.
definition. Look at politicians.
I wonder if he's the type of person to be against saying words like fuck and bitch, but to be okay with saying slurs.
You call Bill
Because Brother Ray is like that. Brother Ray will say slurs, but he won't say the word fuck.
Clinton a professional getting his ding-dong sucked in the Oval Office? I don't call that a professional.
Dude, what? He always thinks about sex. It always goes back to sex.
Joe Biden dressed up every day. Look at his
It's more professional than you.
bumbling idiocracy
Still a lot more coherent than you.
in the 4 years being the president.
Dude, even after experiencing many symptoms of dementia, all right, and barely being able to form a coherent sentence, Joe Biden was still more coherent than you.
Kamala Harris wears professional clothing.
Are you okay, dude? What is that? What the fuck is that meant to be? That is very strange.
Kamala Harris wears professional clothing. I will be unnerved by what has been. I'm supposed to take that seriously, huh?
What? Am I meant to take you seriously? Yeah, I think you might be going insane. I think you might actually be going insane.
You've got to be kidding me. You've really got to be kidding me.
You've got to be kidding me. Yes, Kamala Harris hyena porn.
I was going to do a parody. I was going to come on here and say, I miss COVID. I miss being commanded and demanded to wear my mask everywhere I went.
No, he was one of those fucking Karens. He was one of those Karens that's like, what? You're telling me that I have to wear a mask to go inside the store and like yell at like some fucking minimum wage employee who's just doing their job? I guarantee you he was one of those people, and he thinks that he's still in the right for that. COVID should have took. Dude, how much you want to bet that this guy is still unvaccinated?
I miss COVID with that isolation and lockdown. I miss COVID when people lost their businesses and restaurants and hair salons while Nancy Pelosi went into a hair salon with no mask on, while Gavin...
I'm sure that letting COVID spread would have really fixed the issue. You know? Sorry, but you can't have a customer base if, you know, fucking all of them are dead from COVID.
Newsom went to a French restaurant and
Look, obviously that's a little bit of hyperbole on my end, but still.
ordered a $300 truffle dinner when he told everybody to stay at home and shut all the restaurants down except the one he liked. But he had a kayaker arrested on the Pacific Ocean.
Bro, who cares, dude? This shit is so fucking...
I didn't know you owned the ocean, Gavin Newsom. I didn't know your name
I honestly don't even know what he's yapping about at this
was
point.
Poseidon. Oh, I was incorrect. Gavin Newsom's name was the first part of Poseidon. P-O-S. Ha!
He thought that he ate with that one.
Yes, I get it. Pose. I didn't.
This is a 59-year-old man, everybody.
I would say that to his face.
Wow. Stunning and brave, truly. I want to replay that just so you guys can witness the least mentally ill MAGA freak. The least delusional, the least deranged MAGA freak.
Gavin Newsom's name was the first part of Poseidon. P-O-S. Ha! Yes, I get it. Pose. Iden. I would say that to his face.
59-year-old man, everybody. 59 years old. 59. Fucking old enough to be my grandfather.
I would wear this and I'd say, you're an idiot, dude.
Oh, wow. You'd really show him.
But that's the way our media
Dude, he would have to, no choice but to jump off a bridge after hearing that incredible pun, truly.
is.
Dude, he would just end his life right there. There's too much to bear.
5 people were killed by a truck driver that fell asleep on I-20 the other day. Sad thing.
Dude. He doesn't even, like, the transition to the next topic. He just, like, completely switches gears out of nowhere. He's like, they'll be talking about one thing, and it's like, oh yeah, and then also this random guy killed 5 people in the truck. Okay?
The news media, several outlets said mass casualties.
Okay.
When I think of Auschwitz...
What? Why is he comparing this to Auschwitz? Huh? What? Dude, in order for an event to have mass casualties, it doesn't have to be the fucking Holocaust, dude. Oh my god.
Birkenau, that's mass casualties.
Dude, it doesn't have to be the Holocaust.
When I think of 9/11, 2,700, I think, dead, that's mass casualties. That
doesn't have to be an event as big as the Holocaust or 9/11. Jesus Christ.
5 people. I want to start my own news channel.
Aw, dude, I'm sure that would be great.
I'd come on wearing this, and I'd be at...
Dude, it'd be like Fox News, but instead of, it's not Tucker Carlson anymore, whoever the fuck his replacement is, alright? It'd be like that if they were a crossdresser. I mean, he's just gonna be saying Fox News talking points.
a chalkboard. I love the sound of the...
Dude, it's just gonna be a low budget Fox News. It's like, Mom, can we have Fox News? Mom, we have Fox News at home. Fox News at home.
I love that. I miss that. I miss the old chalkboards. I used to love it when the teacher writing. That was so awesome.
That was so awesome watching them slowly write things on the whiteboard instead of having presentations that are already prepared and significantly more efficient.
Used to pound erasers and all that white dust would come out. Kids are missing out. They're deprived. That's why they got so many problems. I would get on and start my own news.
Wow. Incredible, truly.
I'd be writing at the
you'd have the most accurate and unbiased reporting,
board.
of course.
Today we're going to learn class about mass.
That's not the news. That would be science class? Question mark?
MASS, colon.
Who's this guy we're watching? We're watching a MAGA crossdresser.
Mass does not equal 5.
It's not equal what?
Teacher, what do you mean? Stay with me, class. Mass does not equal 5.
Wow. Very useful lesson.
That's
Thank
the first lesson of class today.
That's the entire lesson. The entire lesson in class is mass doesn't equal 5. Wow, this guy would be a truly incredible teacher. This is what he says would be him reporting the news on his news show, by the way.
When you use the word mass, that means a lot.
Okay. I think, I don't know, having a truck kill 5 people at once? Yeah, that's a lot of people to get killed by one single truck. Yeah, that's like, that's a lot in that context. So by that definition, necessarily, 5 would be a lot in that case. Yeah, normally, in a car accident, you know, the maximum number of people that would die would be like 1 or 2 maybe. Most of the time it's, you know, maybe an injury, maybe not. It's dangerous, sure, but like a lot of people survive things like car accidents all the time. Right? 5 people from a single vehicle? Yeah, that's not normal. That's unusual. That's an unusually high number for a single vehicle. Fucking idiot. That's probably why they said that.
5 does not equal mass. I would like to make
It depends on the context.
fun of this media. I don't need a degree in journalism.
We can tell that you don't have one.
Every one of those
Clearly.
cats at the news desk are Pillsbury cookie dough wrapped in the tube in a freezer.
Okay.
Open it up, cut them up, put them on a cookie sheet. They're all exactly the same.
Yeah, you'd be so different. You're saying incredible things like mass doesn't equal 5.
Wearing ugly, overpriced, stupid clothing with peekaboo shoulder shirts, weird stuff, goo gobs of makeup.
Weird stuff, as opposed to you, of course, wearing the very normal stuff. You're the very normal looking individual,
Yes, that's right. And coming up next, you're all scripted. Nobody's unique up there. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, you would certainly be unique. Not in a good way, though.
I don't care if you're Asian. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white.
Yes, the 3 genders. Black, Asian, and white.
You're all blasé.
Okay.
Can you imagine if I had a news station?
No. That sounds horrendous.
More people would watch that than they watch this other crap.
Dude. Really? More people would watch your news station over CNN. Like an already established multi-million-dollar corporation that's on TV is gonna get less viewers than you recording on your phone. Make it okay, fucking do it. Make your own news station right now.
And in the forecast today, and a bucket of water comes flying at my head. Yep, we're gonna have some showers.
Something you clearly need, considering, the greasy state of your essence.
Make news fun again.
What? I don't think people watch the news to have fun. Now, I'm not saying the news should be boring, right? But I am saying people don't watch the news to have fun. They watch it to stay informed. I think that there are ways of presenting news that are fun, right? But if we're talking about okay, I'm reporting this as it's happening. You just want to be as accurate and concise as possible to get through all of the important news. And then other people can talk about it and cover it I don't know, a day or two after, all the important bits and pieces and and that's sort of how stuff circulates. Yeah, I'd listen to him say Luigi was right. CNN couldn't do that. Oh, he's not going to do that. He's MAGA. I guarantee you he would side against Luigi. Because he supports
That's
Trump.
awesome, Jackie. Kai, I'm wearing a woman's top that I cut the bottom of it off and made it a half top. I can't show it too low because I'm wearing lace panties too.
Yeah, oh God. Oh nah. I'm sorry you all had to see that. That is... What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't even know how to react to that. I'm traumatized too. I did not want to see that.
Just for fun. In my house. Why do you do that?
Because you're AGP.
Because it feels sexy.
He said it. He said it, not me that time.
Thank you, Jackie.
He's literally doing it as a fetish.
Chicken scratch? Oh, you ought to see my writing. It's atrocious. My
I figured.
penmanship is terrible. My vocabulary is awesome.
I doubt that. But, if you want to prove that your vocabulary is awesome, right? Wouldn't you want to say a word that's, I don't know, a little bit more advanced than awesome? I don't know, superb, something like that. Something that just, sounds a little bit fancier. Not fancy, but, I don't know.
The modern media, Milton, is off the chain. Mass casualties equals 5 deaths. Better
Get your finger
update
out of
my
your mouth.
textbooks on new math.
Oh, is he just biting his nail, I assume? Okay, you know what? I can't criticize that. I bite my nails, too.
This hangnails drive me nuts. I trimmed one yesterday, and they're just showing up. Work with my hands too much, the price you pay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Maybe I'll go to the club tonight and wear a top like this and just...
Oh, God. Oh, God. Dude, imagine going to the club and fucking this guy is staring at you, okay? This man right here.
Just live dangerously.
I kind of want to go into the Martin chess spot. Let's fucking go! Hell yeah, dude. Dude, we love the Martin chess spot.
I haven't been there in a while. I don't know how many people will be there on the 4th of July.
Dude, let's go. The 4th
You know what,
of July.
though?
What? Spit it out. Not the food, of course. Maybe, you know, if you're gonna talk with your fucking mouth full of food, just fucking say it. Don't have a bunch of dead air. Stupid.
I said it yesterday and I'll say it again.
Okay.
I don't like or trust corporate people. I went to my banker one day.
But you vote in favor of corporate interests by voting for Trump, who explicitly intends on and is, you know, lowering taxes for the wealthy elite and big corporations. Literally redistributing wealth from the rich to the poor. Or sorry, from the poor to the rich. Sorry. Redistributing it from the poor to the rich. You know, like the literal fucking opposite of what you should do.
The usual...
Dude, I can't even speak today. Sorry, I'm tired.
black lady that would help me with stuff was all booked up. So the general manager...
Dude, she helped me with stuff and she was black.
White guy.
Okay, maybe... Okay, he doesn't only mention people's race when they're black. Okay.
I welcome to Wells Fargo. You know, the professional speech. And I was having something done, and you know, it's funny. I watched the posture, everything. Okay, we got this right, and this. Okay, we're going to. Okay. I'll go.
Speaking of posture, that reminds me, I should probably have posture more like that. Yeah, they probably try to have good posture so that, you know, them sitting in the fucking chair all day doesn't break their back.
Get your paperwork. You know, you're not going to have a personal discussion with a guy like that.
Why? Why not?
I call them business spackies.
Like, I'm sorry, I guess if they're busy, yeah, like if they're sitting like that and they're doing shit on their computer, yeah, they probably don't want to strike a conversation with you because they're doing their work that they have to get done. If they don't get it done then they have to do it later. And they don't want to do it later. They want to go home and not have to worry about it. They don't want to be there. They have to make money. Oh my God, who would have guessed?
I used that word years ago, and a guy in Maine used to listen to me while going to work. He said, I laugh when you use the term spacky. He said, I love it. It fits these suit and tie people. I said, spacky. I said, I stole that. Guy by the name of Frechette, Italian guy that I worked with in Colorado briefly at an office. He'd get off the phone and he'd say, shove it out your arse, spacky. I said, man, what was that all about? And he goes,
I don't care what he's yapping about. We gotta skip
I'm so tired of some of these people I deal with.
Don't
do it.
Come on, I wanna hear him bitch about his ex-wife again.
10% of the 10%
of dude, fucking spit it out.
Of what you donated actually gets to the help. While 90% goes to the corporate execs and their Lear jets and their lifestyle.
Yes, corporations are greedy, so maybe stop voting in their best interest.
Now, you have to know how to use those. I would know what to do. I took CPR, and I still to this day cannot remember how many chest compressions, breath. Now they're telling you don't do the breath, do the chest compressions.
I don't care.
Well. One supervisor told me, I don't know if this is true, they released a bunch of balloons, different colors, and school bus yellow was the balloon you could see the farthest out.
Okay.
If you can't see a 40-foot American yellow school bus, is it possible that you should not have a driver's license?
Who is not able to see an entire school bus? What are you talking
My
about?
eyes are bad. I can see a little school bus.
Yeah, that was definitely a sentence.
Stupid, dumb answer.
As opposed to your brilliant, smart answer. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Great stuff. Oh, he's dead air maxing again.
Yeah, Milton, it's tough.
It's tough.
Hello, Precision. Precious. Precious Chiamaka. That's
Dude.
interesting. What is that? What is Chia?
This stream is...
Reliable. Didn't have all the creature comforts, but a solid piece of equipment compared to that.
Don't
Let us
care.
non-corporate people go on strike for one day.
You know, if you're in favor of going on strike and unions, then why would you vote for Trump? You know, the guy that's notoriously anti-union. Okay.
To its knees. No riots, no destruction. Peacefully, everybody clock out and go home. What?
Oh no, is he someone that is like, actually, January 6th wasn't bad or some shit like that?
Well, at corporate America, to remind them, you look down your nose, you look at us and laugh at us, but the non-college degree people, the plainclothes people.
Look, I don't laugh at you because you don't have a college degree. I laugh at you because you support Trump, okay?
People in this country could bring this country to its knees. No riots, no destruction. Peacefully, everybody clock out and go home. What are they going to do? Fire you if the whole nation does it? That would be fun. You're fired.
Damn, that was hilarious.
Okay, so when everybody decides to go back to work because you fired us, nobody can go back to work. You're brilliant there, Spacky.
That sounds like an ancient slur.
I'm going to tell you something. Some of the nicest women I know are in a diner. You ready?
Dude, some of the nicest women I know that are nice enough to not instantly run, scream, and call the cops as soon as I'm within a 10-foot vicinity of them.
Ready to order, sweetheart? Yeah, I'll have the eggs, hash browns, and steak. How do you want your steak? How about medium well? Okay, anything else? Yeah, orange juice. I'll be right back, love. They're not corporate. They're not professionals. But they sure make me feel good about myself. They call me sweetie. They gave me good food. Corporate doesn't do anything. It's like hugging a fucking cactus. Forgive me for my French. What happened to that?
Yeah, on some kinky shit. Hugging cactuses.
Have you seen these commercials? Corporate. You ever seen that in your own life?
Okay, he's just droning on about this topic.
Always out there. You got to get saved. You got to do this. You work with them. How's their work ethic? How's the way they treat people? Do they genuinely care about you? No. But they're witnessing for God. You see, I've got my problems and I'm honest about it. And those same crazy come, you're not doing what's biblical.
Okay, finally, he's not droning on about how corporate America is bad, even though it's explicitly endorsed by Trump, the most corporate motherfucker imaginable.
I'm doing more than you are. I treat people right, and I don't come on their channel and dump them.
Exactly. He's like surprised, like, holy shit, they're being nice to the customer. You know, the thing that they're paid to do.
All over them. Let me say something.
Yeah. Say it.
The people that I listen to are people that are involved in my life and have shown care. My roommate. I can go to her as a woman and say, I need your female perspective. You know.
I need your female perspective. Okay.
Me. You know why I do that? Because she gained my respect. Ladies, I know this is 2025. I don't think women 25. Are less than men. I think so.
I would certainly hope
women
not.
Make themselves less than men trying to compete against us and prove something.
Wait, what? What does it mean to be worse than men collectively?
Women have more impact on me when they love me and they respect me. It makes me want to do the same back. All this feminism and fighting and in your face, it just makes me want to go,
No, not feminism, not people advocating for equal rights.
Get off of me. Get off of me. I have the same freedom of speech. I don't want to listen to your diatribe. Get the heck away from me.
Okay.
You're not a lady.
Are they trans men then?
You got an axe to grind. Go grind it on the tree down there.
The way he says that sounds really strange.
Tina is a beautiful soul.
Wow, that's awesome. I don't care.
But he's here, because you know what?
I think what he's saying is men thrive from having emotional support. No, that's not what he's saying. Bro, fucking stop chewing. Oh my god. Why does he do this?
Why are you wearing that? Because it's comfortable. It's hot out. Looks good on me.
It does not look good on you. Nothing looks good on you, to be fair.
I wonder how many scriptures she quoted me. Person.
Don't care.
Satire. I am see how much they know their Bible. We could do that as satire. I am not against Christianity.
Yeah, we know. You've said that you're a Christian conservative.
But sometimes when Christians need to grow up.
Yeah, including you. You've said that you're against homosexuality.
Did you get saved because somebody bashed and beat on you? No, you didn't.
This says the guy that's actively homophobic and transphobic.
Doesn't work. Anybody like door-to-door salesmen? Me neither. I'm in my home. I don't want somebody
I think door-to-door salesmen are a lot more likable than you.
knock on my door trying to sell me some crap I don't need.
Yeah, I honestly, I would rather hang out with somebody, I don't know, trying to sell me a fucking vacuum cleaner than this guy, alright?
And what really bothers me is when Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons come, right when I've got a pot of stuff on the stove. Hey, you know, I'm busy cooking, and I'm just going to wrap this up. I'm a Christian. I don't believe in the Jehovah's Witness faith, so...
Yeah, just, like, close the door as soon as they start yapping about it. That's what I would do. Or debate them if you want to have fun.
You know, rather than waste your time, I've got to go, and I'm trying to be polite.
I'd rather debate them, to be honest, but that's me. But yeah, just, like, close the door instantly. Just, like, don't even bother engaging.
I don't slam the door in their face. I don't say, get out, you're a cult.
I would just slam the door in their face, because, like, I don't care what they have to say, or I would debate them, depending on whether or not I'm busy.
But I will never invite them in my home, and I will be civil. But I will say, no.
Yeah, I mean, neither would I. I would talk to them outside. I wouldn't invite them in my home. I don't want them in my home.
You have a false belief system. No, I don't agree with it. Well, if you let us come into your home and let us open up the scriptures. Honey, I got Bible and Bible commentaries. I'm not going to listen to your version of it. Because it's whack.
I think all of it is whack, but that's besides the point.
No.
He's transphobic, but dressed like a woman. What? Yeah, I know. It's fucking deranged.
Oh, I'm out. I got to go get some Gallo. Yep. Jehovah's Witness is a cult.
Also, why was there a guy defending slavery in chat? Can we, like, not defend slavery?
It's a cult, and they believe a lot of crazy stuff. That was all started by,
Yes, I am Michael Nelson. I am here to debate you.
Charles Taze Russell. His religion started because he said that God told him a date when Jesus was going to come. People sold stuff, they put white sheets on, waited on the roof of their homes.
Yeah, and stupid people like you bought into it. Maybe not you specifically, but, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past you.
Happen. He predicted another day.
Yeah, that's true. What about consensual slavery? You know, the many black people that historically consented to being slaves, of course. You know? The many instances of that happening.
Another day. Folks, the Bible says very clearly in the Old Testament, if somebody comes in my name saying, thus says the Lord, and it does not come to pass exactly as he said it, he is a false prophet. But guess what they do in America? He's a false prophet. Americans said, oh, he's the truth. Whee! A lot of Americans are dumb. Look at these giant church movements. Look at the Americans who follow Osteen or MacArthur or David Jeremiah. They have cases. Covered wagon leaves a dust trail out of town.
What the hell?
The stuff doesn't work.
Alright, dude, he's just droning on about
I
shit
admit
don't
on
care
here
about.
I'm not right in everything I do. But what I talk about, I believe I'm speaking the truth.
Dude, he's speaking the truth, chat.
So go listen to MacArthur, go listen to David Jeremiah, Chuck Swindoll, Charles Stanley, Billy Graham.
I don't know who any of those people are, by the way. You know. Because I'm below the age of 40.
They had their flaws.
Yeah.
They all dress for success. And they're all millionaires.
Okay.
And,
Alright, let's get through the rest of this.
I should get off here and...
No shit.
Gotta go to Walmart, buy some sticky traps. I think I got them all, but...
Don't
the games
care.
we play is who can be the most put down and snarky in a chat room. Or on the internet.
Is he gonna complain about the
comment's
trolls?
Gonna carry weight and value and be framed in an art museum. Stupid.
No, they just want your reaction, which you're giving them.
Some of these people that get on this chat and troll don't have enough energy in their brain to power Flea's motorcycle halfway around the inside of a Cheerio.
And you don't have enough brain power to realize that you're giving them the reaction that they're looking for.
And they think they're making a good contribution to society. Yeah.
No, they just want to see you crash out because it's funny.
Yeah. Let them make fun of the 80s. We weren't hurting nobody. Besides, Michael J. Fox and that weird professor in Back to the Future. I mean, even Michael J. Fox said, no way I'm not dating my mama. Now you got kids that'll date their mama and their grandma too.
That's not a new thing. Incest has always been a problem that exists. Okay.
And their little sister.
Does he think that the incest and pedophilia weren't problems of the past? Like, does he think that it's only a modern issue? Like, no, it's always been an issue. It's an issue now, it was an issue then.
Yeah, it was different. Romancing the Stone, Ghostbusters, Platoon.
Yeah, we get it. You're fucking
And we were
old.
still watching Yogi Bear, Hanna-Barbera, Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes. That's all, folks. Thanks, Porgy.
We get it. You're fucking old.
How could you not love Porgy the Pig? Pepe Le Pew.
I need to get a job. Or, fuck, sorry. I didn't mean to say the J slur.
Le pet. Let me kiss you with the kisses in my mouth. And the cat's going, no, no, no. Penelope Pit Stop.
Right.
Better hope you don't have an earthquake. The brick will just go.
That's awesome.
For the moms. Not a big old Van Dura.
Don't
Like
care.
they're sitting there with their crappy music and I just sit there. And suddenly you see their testosterone suffer a fatal blow.
Yeah, well, you have the opposite problem. You have an excess of testosterone. Okay, dude, what's his most popular fucking live stream? Because, like, people obviously watch him more if he's crashing out, right? But yeah. Popular... Oh, streamed 19 minutes ago? Wait! Did you respond to me at all? 2 hours ago. I want to... Lust in being human. Oh, God. Oh, no! He's shirtless! Chat!
So, it is the 4th of July in America today. And,
Dude, put on a fucking shirt.
bought myself a very nice puzzle. This is Iceland.
Wow. That's awesome.
1,500 piece. I haven't done one of these since I was a kid.
Wow. That's awesome.
So we're talking about something.
Uh-huh. Let's go.
And it needs to be talked about.
Dude, it needs to be talked about, chat.
We live in a day
It's
and
important
age
stuff.
where...
Where? Hello? You were saying a sentence?
2025.
We are living in an age where it's 2025.
Hey,
Okay. Wow, that is truly the sentence of all
Happy
time.
4th to you. Happy 4th to everybody.
Dude, this is why it's difficult to cover this guy sometimes. He says shit like, we live in an age where it's 2025. Yeah, no fucking shit. We live in an age where the sky is blue and the grass is green. Yeah, your
Safe
point.
with the fireworks.
Yeah, that is in fact how years work. Dude, next year we'll live in an age where it's 2026. The year after, 2027.
Be careful. Don't blow your hands off. All that good stuff.
Oh, thank you. I was about to blow my hand off, but now that you advised me not to, I'll be sure to avoid that at all costs.
I want to talk about lust.
Oh boy, I'm so excited. This is the content that we
I want
signed
to
up
talk about
for.
lust because
Because all you think about is sex.
Jesus talks about it.
Oh, yeah, it's because Jesus talked about it. That's why he's talking about it. It's not because he's lustful. No.
Now you've got 1,000 other YouTube artists talking about it. All of them claiming to be I found the way to stop this.
Uh-huh.
Talking about
But let me guess, you're addicted to gooning. You can't stop it, okay? There's no way to stop it. I'm proof of this because I'm addicted to gooning myself. Okay? No matter what I do, I can't help
masturbation, lust, self-relieving oneself.
Yo, the camera's over here, buddy. It's not all the way over there. The camera isn't fucking here. It's not over here on the fucking wall. What are you doing?
Men and women both do this. You don't have a marriage. You don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Dude, put a shirt on.
One guy, African-American, says that you can rewire your brain.
Uh-huh.
And because you rewire your brain, you no longer lust.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid, obviously. It's like, whoa, holy shit, you magically became asexual?
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
There's others that are part of what I...
Yeah, well, wow, good on you for not believing the thing that's, like, obviously fucking retarded.
...called the no-fap movement, or semen retention is the...
Yeah, semen retention, let's go! Woo!
...word that they're using. I'm doing a jigsaw puzzle while I'm talking. And...
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, semen retention is such a funny fucking word. Or not word, but phrase.
I know this seems like an out-of-joint topic on the 4th of July, but it goes through my mind.
Yeah, we know.
It goes through my mind because I became a Christian in 1985.
And you're still a gooner in 2025.
And I've heard people say, I mean, it's an endless pursuit. Once I became a Christian, it was an endless pursuit of try not to lust, try not to lust.
Yeah, but they have to keep in mind, okay? Michael Nelson is gonna goon, all right? Whether you like it or not.
And there are people who believe that masturbation is an immortal sin. Saying that you're giving the devil full control of your life.
Yeah, it's a pretty dumb position. Just as dumb as the position that being gay or trans is a sin. You know, the things that you believe. Those are your beliefs. That's what you think. You see why that's fucking dumb?
Etc., etc. Hey, Denise, how are you? I want to talk about these issues. They need to be talked about.
Yeah, very important.
I've been very honest about my struggle.
He's very honest.
Regularly.
Yeah. Trust me, you don't have to be honest about it for us to be able to tell. It's very obvious.
The Bible is very clear. It says that if you've heard it said, thou shalt not commit adultery, but if you look at a woman with lust in your heart, you've already committed adultery. Because it...
Dude, if you think about it, that means that you get to look at a man with lust in your heart, okay? That's the loophole in the system, okay? It explicitly states you just can't look at women with lust in your heart. Dude, if you're into men, you win! You've gamed the system, let's fucking go!
It doesn't say if you look at a man with lust in your heart, that means women can't commit adultery, right? How come Jesus singled out the men?
Dude, it's because... he wants us to all have gay sex.
Well, he did that a lot. Does it mean only men are guilty of sin? We got a lot of people in the U.S. today that
obviously it means that.
Don't believe that they're sinners.
That's true. No one is sinning if that's what they believe.
And a lot of them happen to be...
Now my belief is that sinning isn't a real thing. I mean, aside from like a social fiction.
Female. The word man can imply humankind.
What the heck? Are you saying that men can become women? Are you promoting this transgenderism nonsense? This is ridiculous.
James,
I can't believe you.
Dobson didn't feel that, and he was focused on the family.
I'm just gonna start using MAGA retard logic against MAGA retards.
Ministry. He didn't believe that masturbation was a sin. Various preachers didn't believe it was a sin.
Dude, church endorsed gooning. Let's fucking go.
But now we've got this huge movement of YouTube artists.
Let's go, dude. The semen retention gang. Dude, one in chat if you're part of semen retention gang.
I'm going to be very honest. YouTube has given a platform to every single one of us.
Problem?
Where we all think we have something to say.
Yeah. That would include you.
I'm going to be fair and I'm going to be honest. We all have a following. We all have a fan club. I do. These other guys do.
Ah, yeah, dude. The Michael Nelson fan club. Let's fucking go. Dude, I'm a part of the Michael Nelson fan club. Dude.
Who's right? Who's wrong?
You're wrong. No matter what.
I've talked about on my channel people that hammer and yammer at people. Like
hammer and yammer it.
I choose to wear a feminine
semen expulsion is crazy.
Shirt or, you know, cut up a shirt, make it like a tube top, and everybody thinks it's a bra. Now that's just kind of silly because if you look at it, you can tell it doesn't have bra straps, fasteners, shoulder things, and the swoop of a bra. But people, they're silly. Happy 4th of July, Gripen, and happy 4th to Denise and everybody else. And you're going to hear the air conditioner kick on and off because...
Oh, great. Dude, this guy should be an audio engineer like Cyrax.
Well, it's hot.
It's hot, so like the opposite of you?
So, according to Jesus, lust...
Dude, this is fucking diabolical. What is this audio? Dude, it sounds like he's driving 80 miles an hour down a highway. Yes, that's true. It conditions the air, Femi, okay? As a wise man once said, it's called air conditioning because it conditions the air.
But I know men, and every man I've ever talked to struggles with it. Men that have happy marriages struggle with it. Men that love their wives struggle with it. So what...
Well, I don't know. I mean, you don't have a wife. You have an ex-wife. So, I don't know.
What's the problem? What is the problem? Does it mean we're reprobate? Does it mean we're just pure evil?
Yes. You are evil for not doing semen retention. Oh my god, dude, the fucking air conditioner. Bro, dude. If you close your eyes, it sounds like he's driving 80 miles an hour on the highway.
And they struggle with it.
Dude, bro must be in a fucking moving vehicle. Dude, I don't know if I can watch this for much longer. This is so bad. It's not called a semen conditioner. Dude, he's got the semen conditioner on.
And there was a myth that the church started. That if you do things God's way.
Dude, move the fucking phone away from the air conditioner, please.
You'll have joy evermore.
His conditions the air for the pure stupidity coming out of his mouth. Yeah, it's like the more stupid shit he says, the more fucking air comes out of the air conditioner.
The implication of that is you'll never have a problem. And they teach young people that are in heat.
Coming in the humidifier.
Don't have sex before marriage.
Dude, I be having all of the premarital sex.
And you got guy and girl in heat.
Dude, why didn't shot if you love premarital sex? I know I sure do.
They don't want to sin, so let's hurry up and get to the altar.
Let's go. Dude, I love sinning.
Then they spend the next 30, 40 years going to marriage retreats because neither one of them can stand each other.
Well, that's a bit ironic coming from you, considering how you know, oftentimes find yourself bitching and droning on about your ex-wife.
One's got sexual dysfunction.
Well, considering how horny you are on Maine, we know that, you know, you probably don't.
And I think churches do a really wrong thing by pushing everybody to go through the same funnel. Get married, have kids, get a dog, and then have marriage retreats because, well, it's not happily ever after all.
Yes, we get it. You're miserable. Your wife left you and took the kids.
And I need to mention that. Marriage is not the answer for everybody. Thank you, Traveling Monkey, and hello from Texas, and thank you for the hair compliment. I appreciate that. I have struggled with guilt most of my Christian life.
Well, that's awesome. Well, crazy how as soon as you become a Christian, you struggle with really it's shame, right? You're shamed by Christian communities for dumb shit that doesn't matter. All right? It's an external thing, not an internal thing.
Even before I was saved, when I started touching myself, I thought, what's going on? Nobody told me about it. Nobody.
That's wonderful. It's great
had
stuff.
a conversation. Nobody had a conversation. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm getting so sick of the blood bank calling to the stream back, calling me every day to donate blood. I used to do it during COVID, and I haven't done it for years now.
Bro, I would not want to receive blood from this guy. I don't want whatever fucking diseases are in that. Alright. That shit gonna kill me. Oh my god, dude, it's getting worse! The air conditioner is getting louder!
Can I be
oh my god!
funny here for a minute?
Dude, the fucking air conditioner!
Why don't they ask me to donate some semen?
Dude, nah! Bro! Nah, do not ruin the gene pool with your fucking semen, bro. Please, God, no. God, no. You will, no, I think that your bloodline should just, yeah, I don't know if it should continue. Call of Duty Mike? No, this is worse than Call of Duty Mike. It's like a Call of Duty Mike, but you're using it in a motorized vehicle, driving at 80 miles an hour across a highway.
I'd be really good at that, because I got a lot to give.
Yeah, this stream is about lust. The air conditioner is lusting for more air.
So somebody asked me, what if they paid you $10,000 to relieve yourself in a cup so that some woman could have a baby?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a real thing that would definitely happen with you. Yeah, your semen is just that good.
And that I wouldn't feel comfortable with.
I'm sure people would really want your genetics.
I'm bringing a child in the world. I'm not going to be the father because she wants a baby and I have no part in that. I don't think that's right.
Wait, what? Why? Why is that not right? People adopt all the time. What?
I don't think that's right. Hello, Teresa. How are you? Teresa.
I literally troll you into your pathetic life. Really? How? Gotta explain that one to me.
A good, kind soul.
Literally have no idea who you are.
Wow, I'm starting to put the edge of this together.
Wow, I'm so impressed. Dude, he's figuring out how to put a puzzle together.
When I get done, if I can find a picture frame, it'd be fun to put it in a picture frame behind glass.
Wow, he's gonna be very proud when he's done with the puzzle.
Do that, and then you got instant picture.
Femyoz, you missed a lot of the chat. Oh. Okay. Dude, apparently I got trolled into my pathetic life by this person that I literally have never seen before. Until like 5 seconds ago. I'm so confused. Bro, I need to pay more attention to chat. I'm sorry, guys. I've been neglecting you. I know I spent 10 years on different accounts to turn you into a tranny. What? Really? How'd you do that? Like, what the fuck are you on about? I mean, your name is Lilith, so you must also be a tranny, right? I mean, come on. That's like instant clock, alright? Insta clock. Yeah, I got late epic trolled into doing HRT instead of suffering from twink death. But, anyways. That's you in the future? Well, I'm on HRT, so it's really not. You know, for somebody that claims to have been around for 10 years, you should know that I'm on HRT. So. Yeah. This is what happens if you don't do HRT, alright? If you're scared of twink death, do HRT.
I'm gonna say it again, because
yeah, I know, I got epically trolled so hard that I got turned into a woman! No! Dude. I feel like there's people in chat that are like, yo, if I get trolled hard enough, can I become a woman? Holy shit. It's like, well, chances are. If you're wanting that to happen, maybe you already are one.
Needs to be said. Anybody listening to me, you are responsible for your walk with God and the Holy Spirit. I'm not responsible for your walk.
I don't know what this guy is yapping about. I think that the air conditioner is saying more value than this guy right now.
So you don't do or not do something because of what Michael says.
I would certainly hope not.
If God puts conviction on you,
yes, the whole E-spirit.
You need to listen to him. I'm telling you what I do.
Wait, I want to hear what the Lilith person has to say. Did they get banned? What were they saying? Were they like saying that like they groomed me into being trans or something? This is like a very strange thing. Over the course of 10 years, I manipulated you over different accounts into becoming a tranny. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm like trying to scroll up. Where the fuck? Wait, oh, I think this chat is like, oh, that one's behind. Okay. Wait. I wanna, dude, what were they saying before? I actually wanna know. Wait, where did this start? Channel activity. Okay, wait. So this is like the first time that they commented on this account. This one's like weird. I know I spent 10 years on different accounts. Turn you into a tranny. Okay. What a strange thing to say. That's a weird thing to say. All I'm gonna say is I know for a fact I'm not a grooming victim, okay? Alright? I'm immune to being groomed, alright? I started transitioning at 19, so. Yeah. Yeah, it was the Monster Energy drinks that made us trans. Lilith is 100% a self-hating... yeah, definitely a self-hating T-girl. Nah, 100 million %. 100 million %. Are you gonna troll a trans stream while having the most transgender name of all time? Nah, literally. It'd be like if there's like a guy named Kai, spelled K-A-I. Being like, these fucking trans masks, dude. Alright, you can't take it seriously. Yo, Lilith, can you explain to me what you did to convince me that I'm trans? I need to know. I need to know. What? Share your epic techniques. Your epic trolling techniques, alright? IDK about you, but Roderick Heffley made me trans? Real. Very true. Very true. Long before time had a name. Ah. Yes, the woke mind virus themselves is in chat, dude. This is the person. This is the person that's been lurking in the shadows, turning the kids trans, apparently. Apparently they started turning me trans when I was 11 years old. The antisocial network on Netflix. You're in it. Oh, I don't use Netflix, so that's literally impossible. What are you talking about? I'm serious, sorry. Fucking how old are you? You're telling me that when I was 11, okay, I don't even think I had shown my face at all on the internet. You somehow magically made me trans. I'm pretty sure that my only public internet presence at the time was shitty MLG edits that I made on my iPad. You're telling me that when I was creating shitty MLG edits on my iPad, that you miraculously, without communicating with me at all, magically convinced me into being trans? Okay, then. All right. Yup, that makes a lot of sense. Dude, they must have been astral projecting. We targeted you. Watch it. I'm really sorry. We think you might try to kill us when you find out. What the fuck? That's some weird shit. That's some weird shit. You're like insane. What a weird... This is like the weirdest way of trolling. You targeted me. But you have kids now. I don't think that you should have kids. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, big day for chat schizos. Yes. Lilith the Puppet Master. Yes. Using her Rothschild level social engineering power to force Sven, the 50k sub streamer. True. Starting from when I was 11. And didn't even know what the fuck a trans person was. Dude, I'll pay you. I'm seriously sorry for everything. Okay, Streamlabs will get the pin message. $1,000 right fucking now. I dare you. You won't. You fucking won't, pussy. 1K right now. Drop a, wait, is it 10 racks or 10 bands? Which one? Okay, wait, fuck, I'm retarded. How much is 10 bands? USD. Okay. Shut up. I don't want AI mode. Oh, okay. No, no, that's, okay, wait, 10 racks. Oh, well, apparently 10 racks is 0.0016 USD. Dude, if I get 100, dude, make sure to donate 1.5 cents. Let's fucking go. If you round up, we could get 2 cents. Dude. Okay, seriously though, donate 1,000. Donate 1,000 right now if you're really sorry about this, okay? Donate 1K Streamlabs. Put your money where your mouth is, all right? And then I'll believe you, all right? Anything less than 1K and I won't, all right? Yeah. I hate living like this. Then donate 1,000 and I will forgive you, all right? You will have my forgiveness if you donate 1,000 using the Streamlabs link in the pin message. $1,000 USD right now. And I will immediately forgive you forever for the rest of your life. All right? You don't have to worry. All right? I won't hold it against you. But I need that $1,000. 1K racks, it's like $1. No, $1,000 USD, no less. The 1K goes to the diaper fund. Jesus Christ. Lilith's armed mercenaries are outside my house right now. I'm not going down without a fight, though. Pray for me, chat. If I don't make it, I love you all. Let's fucking go. Yo, Lilith, if it's the case that you've been trolling me for 10 years, what are some of my old usernames? What are my old usernames on the internet? Tell me. I need to know. Come on. Don't say it, Carson. Also, Lyrios is less than 10 years ago. There's ones before that, but don't, if you know them, don't say them, all right? I think everybody knows Lyrios, to be fair. But I want to hear some other ones. All right? If they don't get it right, then oh no, they're silent. Where did they go? They disappeared. No! Why did they disappear? Oh no, they stopped chatting. I wonder why. This is so pathetic. Dude, this is how you know I'm fucking bored. I was sub-delirious before I found this channel? No fucking way, dude. That's wild. I was ghosting for a few years? Dude, that actually is kind of crazy. That's, like, weird to think about. Yeah, I didn't recognize you. Yeah, well, I look a lot different now. Oh, I think I've had a glow up. I think I've had a glow up. Hi, Farlander. Okay. Jesus Christ. No, Lilith, come back! Explain your elaborate troll. Why would they leave? This is so fucked up. I can't believe them. I can't believe that they would leave. I kind of wanted to see where it would go. Unironically. Dude, now I'm disappointed. Yeah, they didn't want to pay 1k racks. No, 1k USD. 1k USD. Oh my god. Then I found your how to be a femboy video and the hair routine video, and I was like, wait, this human looks familiar. Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of wild, if you really think about it. $1. No, I'm not gonna believe them for $1.50. Okay. I would actually believe them if they knew some, like, obscure old usernames that I had. That you wouldn't be able to just, like, look up. Like, if they know about, like, some old usernames that I have, I would actually believe them. Dude, I don't know if they're still watching. I don't think they're still lurking. Dude. I kind of wanted to see where it'd go. I wanted to see some, like, extra lore, okay? When people say schizo shit, we gotta add it to the Femyoz lore, alright? Dude, I was excited for some Femyoz lore. God damn it. Where's the Femyoz lore? Schizo threats near the end. Yeah, Yes. Johnny, yeah, I can't believe you groomed me into being trans. Dude. Yeah, we got Emily in chat diaper maxing. Let's fucking go! Anyways. Oh, dude, they were gonna add to the Femyoz cinematic universe. No! Dude, we could have had, like, a whole schizo theory about me. I'm so sad, dude. They're cucking the content, bro. Don't cuck the content. We have nothing to talk about. Nothing fun is happening right now, okay? Please. All right, I'm desperate for content. All right, we need content, dude. This is how they actually are trolling, okay? It's by cucking the content. Dude, I can't believe this. Cucking the content. Cucking the content. You ever seen the video where Cheeto watched the Keffels doc and was genuinely tweeting about minors being put on HRT? He literally started punching the air and screaming the word groomer. Groomer, yeah. Dude, people be fucking retarded. Alright, that's what that tells me. That's what that tells me. Okay, is anybody, like, are any good lolcows streaming right now? No, I don't think so. Bro. Like a bunch of boring people like Chud Logic. There's like nothing there. Okay. Wait, is this person a meth head? No, wait, no, I'm thinking of somebody else. Sorry. Okay, I have no idea. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't think anybody interesting is live. Wait, who's this guy? Who is Country Thug? And why am I subscribed to them? I actually have no idea who this person is. Is this like a schizo? Have I talked about this person before? Oh wait, I'm not subscribed. Oh wait, yeah, I am. Who is this and why am I subbed to them? Are they like a crackhead or something? They were live 1 minute ago. Okay, what is this? Oh, dude, this is some riveting content. All right. Are they just doing a mic muted stream? Dude, did they say a single word? Well, yes, but they are, yeah, he's petting the camera. Well, this is some riveting stuff. Kind of bored of lolcows. Well, I'm just bored in general. I have nothing better to do, alright? I want to do a long stream. Yes, the chain is redonkulous. Doing coke. Dude, me when I do methamphetamine. Wow. Dude, this is my favorite 7.5 minutes of nothing but dead air. You know? Really great storytelling. Okay. What's his second most recent live stream? From an hour ago? Oh my god. It's so loud. Jesus Christ, why does everyone we talk about have, like, such shit audio quality? Well, why do you have to record somewhere where it sounds like you're driving 80 miles an hour down a highway? Me on Ket. Is this the entire stream? Is the entire stream just, yeah, we're in a fucking microwave? Dude, is this a fucking microwave stream? Dude, who is this for? This guy isn't a lolcow. This guy is not a lolcow, it's just strange content. Yeah, drops a lead pipe. Dude. Dropping lead pipe. 20 feet in the air. POV, you're the microwave. ASMR. Yeah, this is some incredible ASMR content. This is great stuff. You know, chat, this is almost as good as, like, I don't know, scraping my fork against my plate ASMR. Oh, dude, we got the notification sound. Wow, this is riveting stuff. You just gave me the heebie-jeebies with the fork on plate sounds. Anyways, yeah, he's multiplying. He really wants to show us this thing, alright? Riveting stuff. Dude, average YouTube Shorts live stream right here. Alright, dude, this is the type of shit that I scroll into at like 3 in the morning, okay? Yeah, metal pipe sound with this audio quality. Jesus fuck! My goddamn ears. Jesus. Yes, he's multiplying. Dude, I think Cyrax might be his audio engineer. All of this is true. I was the tire. What the pipe do? Yeah, what did the pipe do to deserve this? Mute this, please. No, the sound is the best part. Dude, we're listening to ASMR right now. Dude, this is some riveting ASMR content, okay? Dude, Country Thug 352 ASMR. This is louder than 2018 meme compilation. True! He'll probably watch the Anti-Social Network later. Dude, I feel so bad. I was an edgy teenager when we started. Seriously, we can talk about it. I'm tired of looking over my shoulder. Okay, what are the names of my old internet accounts that, like, nobody would know about unless you were there? Alright? What are my old usernames that you wouldn't be able to find just from doing some, like, surface level research? Alright? Please. I have a lot of them. There's a lot of them. You should be able to at least, I don't know, identify one of them. If you can't, then you're full of shit. You're full of shit. Armpits? Dude, watch them, like, go away. Dude, they just want me to watch this, like, fucking show. What the fuck is the Anti-Social Network? Is that what they want me to look into? Dude, what is this? Eggy teenager? What did you do to become uneggified? Take a shower. I guess so. 4chan. What? Okay. What are my old usernames? You are a big part of it. Really? I'm a big part of 4chan. Really? Okay. What are my old usernames? Dude. This is so pathetic. Yes, I am the infamous hacker 4chan. I am the infamous hacker 4chan. I don't know. Let's see. What the fuck? Wait, did so... I'll ask Eric? Who the fuck is Eric? I can tell you. In 2 days. Dude. What is the Anti-Social Network? Dude. This is some, like, weird shit. The Anti-Social Network. Memes to Mayhem. Is a 2024 documentary film that explores the intersection of internet culture and real-world politics. What is this? The book covers the events of the GameStop short squeeze. Apparently this one's about Facebook. I'm not kidding, bro. You were targeted by Anonymous. No! I was targeted by Anonymous, chat. Dude, I was targeted by the hacker named 4chan. Fuck, dude. It's messed up. Can you believe that? Dude, this is fucked up. Dude, I was targeted by the evil pedophile mastermind hacker 4chan. The scariest of them all. Well, this is an absolute truth. Oh, obviously. But this shit's hilarious. This just makes me want to hear more schizobabble. I just want to see what they come up with. Like, they try to make it so ominous. I'll ask Eric. I can tell you 100% in 2 days. Dude, it's so fucking ominous. Femyoz is the hacker known as 4chan, an evil transgender from Kabul, Afghanistan, who is the subject of the 2024 documentary, The Anti-Social Network. Yeah, I feel like if I was in a documentary, I would have heard about it within the last year, right? Like, I would know that I'm in a fucking documentary. Like, somebody would have told me by now. You know, like, probably within how many fucking people watched it? It'd be like, hey, you're the motherfucker from the documentary. I have kids now, and I feel really bad about it. Okay, then why can't you drop $1,000 USD? I want to bury this bullshit. Well, I will help you bury it if you donate 1,000 USD right now using the Streamlabs link in the pinned message, streamlabs.com/Femyoz. Yo, did you know you were in a documentary? I just heard about it. What the heck? No way! That's crazy. What documentary would that be? The $1,000 shovel? Dude. Bro's gonna clap back with the, I can only pay you in V-Bucks. Is that okay? Watch it. My last message. I'm sorry. Dude. So fucking ominous. Dude, it's like they're like in a fucking active war zone. Like, shit, this is my last message. It's like they have to go. They've got really important business to attend to, alright? They've got really important stuff, alright? You know, watching the Femyoz stream is very important, but, you know, they are in a war zone. Yes, pay me the one grand. Dude, they have to disappear every time I say make it up by paying me 1,000 USD. Come on, you gotta be more creative than that. You have to find a rebuttal. At least be like, you don't understand, I'm broke. I'm barely able to afford food for myself and my children. You know, we've almost faced eviction 20 times now, okay? At least have the fucking, like, intelligence to create a fucking sob story or some shit. I was hoping you'd be a little bit more creative. God damn. Yes, the hacker known as 4chan. That's true. That's true. Bro, I'm like, dude, I'm basically the CEO of TTTT, all right? As a professional fridge brick gigahun man motor, all right? I can confirm this to be the case. If you make it, tell Femyoz I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, no, literally. Like, bro is the side character, all right? Bro is part of the side quest in the movie, all right? And then I'm like the main anime protagonist, okay? I'm the anime protagonist, and like they're the side character that dumps expositional dialogue at the beginning. Dude, they're the fucking side character that only exists for expositional dialogue to get the story going. Yes, TTD. Total hipster domination. What even is the point if she were telling the truth? Hey, by the way, my friends and I cyberstalked you when you were a little kid. You never noticed us, though. Like, okay, creep. Nah, literally. That's some fucking predator shit. Your way of trolling is going in my chat and being like, hey, by the way, I'm a pedophile who groomed you 10 years ago. Isn't that awesome? Sorry about that. Anyways, I don't know how I can make it up to you. I have to go though. This is my last message. What a strange way of going about it. This isn't a fucking real fucking. I'm sorry. The troll or not, it's not a real person. That's obviously a troll, but like, either way. I thought you said 2B2T. True. Dude, the 2B2T community socially engineered me into being transgender. 30 years ago. There will be an individual named Femyoz. They will have many aliases prior, bully them into transitioning. It's important to fulfill our destiny. Change to Femyoz. My final message. Alright? This is my final piece of expositional dialogue. Alright? The rest of the plot of this anime is you figuring out the rest. Alright? You know, I can't reveal anything else because that would ruin the plot, so I have to get killed off within the first episode before I can reveal the most important information to leave everybody on a cliffhanger. Tipster wants to dominate Keffel. Not gonna lie, the antisocial documentary does sound interesting though, and I hate the little legit got me interested in it. You know, I wasn't gonna say that. But yeah. Yeah. Apparently it has a 94% of Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it does sound kind of interesting. Because, like, something that I have talked about is, like, yeah, the intersection of internet culture and real-world politics. Like, I do talk about that. Now, granted, I do make the statement quite often that, like, yeah, none of this shit is actually real politics, right? But it has a small amount of influence on it, right? It doesn't have zero impact at all. I mean, broadly speaking, it doesn't do that. I mean, I don't know. Culturally, it sort of sets the tone for what fake culture war bullshit issues will be focused on. Well, you know, the people at the top figure out what is the best way to have, you know, billionaires hoard wealth and redistribute wealth from the poor to the rich. But, that's besides the point. Your life isn't an anime, it's a fart hentai. Oh god. I'm ending it now. Alright. No, oh dude, Lilith missed an opportunity. Dude. Before leaving, she should have been like, like instead of I'll be back, she should have said, I'll be ack. Sorry, I meant back. Anyways, have a nice day. Dude, missed opportunity. Dude, she could have said, I'll be ack. Dude, it could be like foreshadowing. Dude, that would have been so ominous. Dude, next time, Lilith, next time. You gotta do that. You gotta do that. I, for one, am so happy about the big, beautiful bill. It's so beautiful. So true, queen. I splooged all over the big, beautiful bill because of how beautiful it was. When life gives you lemons, squeeze them into the eyes. That's true. Yes, long live the Femyoz legacy. Why would you look up fart hentai to see if that's a real thing? Let's see here. Okay. Oh, on IMDb, it only has 3 stars out of 5. Maybe it's not as good. Let's see. Oh god, I can't even show that on screen. A group of lonely teenagers formed an online community and bonded over their isolation, but their collective beliefs warped reality. Oh dear. I would play the trailer, but I feel like I'd get copyrighted. Dude. These are the people that, like, groomed me, apparently, according to the fucking Lilith verse. You know what? Maybe this guy pink-pilled me, okay? Maybe this is... Well, or maybe this person. Maybe it's Amanda. Maybe it's Curtainer. Dude, I don't know. It could be any one of these people. That force-femmed me. Dude, is it... Can you believe that they would do that? Oh, okay, there's reviews. Dude, we gotta read the reviews. Okay. It's about politics? I didn't know a huge deal about Anonymous, dude. I was targeted by Anonymous. No! On the downside. Dude, did they ever talk about trans people? When harmless jokes turn into harmful realities. Okay? The dark underbelly of online culture and its unintended consequences. The film tackles a highly relevant issue, tracing the evolution of memes from silly jokes for tools of manipulation and erosion of the truth. Okay. So, some millennial, dude, fucking millennials, am I right? Offers their unique perspective on how their online actions spiral out of control. Oh, let's go. Focusing on the rise of 4chan, the film could delve deeper into the broader impact of other anonymous platforms. Editing is sharp, blah, blah, blah. Crazy how stupid people are, but also very interesting. Ooh. Well, let's go. Oh, oops. That's not what I meant to do. Oopsie. Let me go back. Start strong and sideways. Ooh, spoiler, chat. Is that gonna stop me from reading it? Better believe it's not. Okay. As I come to learn, 4chan and Facebook are vastly different corners of the internet. Yeah, in case you didn't know. Yet their coverage through the effectiveness of propaganda, the diffusion of collective responsibility, and rage baiting. Let's see. As well as some people who were part of the anonymous hacking group, or the spin-off, Lulzsec. Matt Alt explains the origins of 4chan, noting that it was an English language version made possible by copying 2chan's source code. Never even heard of 2chan. I'm gonna be so real. Well, this is some old people shit. The focus on Japanese culture, which branched out to general forms of entertainment, of course. The B, random board, give it a strong community, made it a hotspot for memes. He also explains that, like 2chan, 4chan's anonymous user base lacks moderation, made it susceptible to extremist messaging. Dude. Later, I'll describe how, starting with the 2016 US presidential election, the documentary gets off track and focuses solely on the political board. Dude, what about the part where the Anonymous himself, or whatever, secretly grooms me the whole time without me even realizing it into being transgender? Dude, where's that part of the documentary? No! As if it overshadows the rest of the site. But it all came from somewhere. The documentary begins with 4chan's notoriety streak with the Habbo Hotel raids, aka pools closed. Dude, what about the part where Femyoz gets groomed? Dude, that's my favorite part. Anyways. Of course, the pranks have a dark side. The film pivots to footage of Habbo Hotel users forming a swastika, and people at the Otakon doing the Nazi salute as it served. Oh, and it served as a stark reminder that the user base was playing on maximum offense at the time. Yep, that sounds about right. The documentary then covers other raids done by 4chan users, such as Hal Turner's broadcasts, Oprah Winfrey Show's web forum, Project Chanology, and Occupy Wall Street. With each successive raid/movement, however, there's less of an established link back to 4chan's user base per se. There is a delineation towards political activism done from people not by 4chan. Speaking of the activism/hacktivism aspect of Anonymous and lolsec is covered by 420chan's Curtainer, as well as the Jeremy Hammond. No idea who these people are. Isn't Oprah pedo? Wait, is she? That's news to me. I have no idea. I don't know if that's true. I don't think that's true. I've never heard that before. Yeah, 420chan. Dude, can you believe that 420chan groomed me into being transgender? Yo, that's a fucked up prank, dude. I can't believe it. They did social engineering to make me trans as a silly prank, I guess. To its credit, the Gamergate section is relatively brief and accurate. Dude, wait, does it talk about Yes, it talks about Brianna Wu! Let's fucking go! Dude, Brianna Wu, my favorite, genocide supporting freak. Let's fucking go! Dude, Brianna Wu is a great lolcow. Oh my god. Get the baby oil? Oprah was close friends with P. Diddy and Epstein. Oh, really? Apparently she promoted baby oil. Brianna Wu told me to kill myself on Twitter. Dude, she's unhinged. Explains the origins as a disgruntled ex-boyfriend publishing a blog post about Zoe Quinn having a relationship with games. Oh, with a games journalist. Yet much of the misogynistic groundwork and sentiment had been built up years prior by public figures like Anita Sarkeesian. Tropes versus women in video games. Brianna Wu, let's go, who was also featured in the doc. Dude, I gotta watch this documentary because it has Brianna Wu in it. That is the one and only reason, okay? You know what? I'm sold on it. We gotta watch it for Brianna Wu, chat. Should I do a Discord watch party? Dude, we're all gonna be cheering as soon as we see fucking Brianna Wu. Alright, our favorite Twitter lolcow says, no, I actually think that the IDF is justified in doing a genocide. Killing a bunch of Palestinians that are innocent isn't genocide, actually. They're just defending themselves from the aid workers. Yes, Brianna Wu Islands. Anyways, despite the tenacious relationship between games developers and gaming publication, Division's the documentary decided to light a match for old time's sake and blame the channers for this one too. Frederick Brennan, who founded 8chan and experienced an influx of users when 4chan banned Gamergate discussions, speaks in the documentary. His libertarian background. Oh god, is this guy a pedophile? Dude, as soon as like somebody is like a terminally online right libertarian, I just assume that they're a pedo at this point. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I guarantee you this guy is fucking debating the age of consent on r/libertarian, alright? Guarantee it. His libertarian background and beliefs are all too ripe for the picking, as the documentary's producers exploit his about-face stance on not deplatforming hate speech, dry phone. The all too familiar message, more free, quote-unquote freedom, rules, equals more extremism. After this inflection point, the documentary's creators start to really play fast and loose with the facts. Namely, they make a preposterous assertion that Moot left because the 2016 US election easily refutable by the fact Moot announced his retirement on... Dude, I don't give a fuck about any of this. Who cares? Also, bye, Limer. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Film9 cuts to archive footage of... I don't care. Does it mention the Nazis? Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Moderating a site is tough. 4chan's culture and moderation is largely invisible and impersonal. So it's used was the user basic government. Being the face of moderation is not easy, which is society uses a a system of volunteers known as janitors. Yes, dude, the fucking jannies. Let's go, dude. We love a site's jannies. All right. Oh god. Oh my god. The fattening. God, dude, it's so weird seeing all these fucking old ass terms thrown around, like the fappening. Dude. All right. After Trump is elected, focuses on QAnon posts. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. And storming of the Capitol, January 6th. Let's see. Cortana? Wait, somebody got raided by the RCMP for figuring out Trump's Twitter password? Dude, that's fucking hilarious. This shit's longer than the big beautiful bill. Yeah. Dude. Alright. I think we've seen enough. Alright, I think that, like, all of this is gonna... Okay, I think we've gotten to, like, the detailed summary. Excessive rush of images, dude. They don't like the fast-paced editing. Great watch. Spoiler! Oh, yeah. Dude, did they talk about how I get groomed? Dude, where's the part where I get groomed? Aw. Dude, it's not about me, but I'm the main character. I'm the anime protagonist. Okay? I should be in this. I'm the main character, okay? It's about me. How dare they not talk about me? Dude, devastating, truly. Wait, this person is saying the opposite of what the other person said. This documentary tries to tell a story that isn't true. 4chan has always been considered an unethical platform by normal people. The documentary not only trivializes the behaviors of the members, but also gives them an even more supposed influence in the historical narrative. They show trolling of the first 4chan generation as a relatively harmless practice. But remember, these are the people who had fun by, for example, spamming homepages, which are meant to help people from suffering from epilepsy. Dude, it's like... Dude, you got, like, both ends of the coin here. We have, like, extremely pro and anti-4chan people on here. I'm pretty neutral on 4chan as a platform. Because I view it as, like, I'm sorry, like, as a platform itself, it's pretty neutral, right? It doesn't, like, for the most part, it doesn't really, like, endorse or condemn anything, right? That's, like, up to the users. Trolls have poisoned the internet and politics. Yeah, I mean, the internet is very irony poisoned. Sympathy for the devilish. Dude, this is gonna be... Let's see. Not an opinion about content sites. This documentary should document facts. This does well. Okay. However, it is presented, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, no, this is a positive review? Okay. Well, this is like wow, this is like a very mediocre review, I think. Okay, must watch. A little funny. Great takes and expositions. Okay, mind-blowing. Okay, dude, I think we've seen enough. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. Yeah, dude, I should browse poll. Yeah, that's very true. Or TTTT. On main. On YouTube. Yo, we've been going for 3 hours. We died in the YouTube Shorts algorithm because we've been streaming for so long. I think I'm gonna at least take a little bit of a break. I'm tired. I needed at least a small break. Love y'all. Bye. Is it true TTT has a lot of incest story? TTT has a lot of deranged shit. Look, if you browse sites like 4chan, you just have to, like, learn to, like, mentally tune out certain shit. And I'm, like, very good at that. Right? I'm like, very good at, like, mentally tuning out stuff. So, yeah. That's probably for the better if you browse a site like 4chan, because there's some fucking brain rot on there. As soon as I see some weird, deranged shit, I just like, yeah, we're scrolling past this. But it's that I don't even think that's a TTT thing. That's just like 4chan in general is like that. People just say insane shit all the time. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off for now, at least. We've been going for 3 hours. I'm like tired. I need a little bit of a break. I need to lay down or something. Love y'all. See you later.